And I did save here to try and remember, but I've forgotten. Let me just move my coffee table closer to myself so I can see the chat better. And there we go, we should be okay. Right, so we were walking around town. We talked to the frightened soldier, but I don't remember what he said. Have you heard about the four riders, and not men of flesh and blood, but devils of the darkest sorcery? By the gods, may I never catch sight of them. Let's hope we don't. We will. Well, maybe. I actually don't really remember. I remember there's one. Lazy scoundrels, these artisans. We work as fast as we can, they say. Small comfort that will be to our sons marching north with empty scabbards and quivers full of rocks. I'm going to check round the back of here. Whoops. Oh my god, I've already forgotten all the buttons. What's that? Cleansing tonic. Paint faster. The pikeman who carries this shield will die in their first charge. And you should make a stronger shield. Wood is wood. Ask the gods to make a stronger tree. Don't even think it. I work from dawn till dusk. I hire a journeyman and drive my apprentice like a mule. His face looks a bit weird there. But what does the limner do? For every shield he paints, I've made 10. It's a bit of a weird camera there. I don't think that there's anything to pick up. Did we talk to this guy? I don't remember the end. Bibrus the bookseller. Greetings, sir. Bibrus the bookseller. Actual service. I think I said this yesterday. I think these characters with these purple pink exclamation marks that actually aren't doing anything right now. They're probably flags for quests later. It's kind of convenient that they do that. How will I arm an entire host? I've only one apprentice, and we've worked without sleep since the Rennies sacked Raintoll. I'll be old and crooked before the new moon. I hope I'm... Oh, I just got paranoid for a second that I still hadn't had my microphone on. Because sometimes, even when it seems like people are responding, like that happened, I think it was with Techie Rob the other day. He said something in chat, and I thought it was in reply to what I was saying, but my microphone was actually off, but it just very conveniently aligned. I don't need to talk to you. Oh, it's Iris! Joseph, I heard the Rennies attack Masad. Have you come to join the king's army? I have a sword for you. That sword belonged to my ancestor. He died on Nado's Hill, fighting for Lord Falconeye. If you are giving me this sword, my uncle Asic must be dead too. Take my weapon, Joseph. I no longer have need of it. Gained item Bastard Sword and 100 XP. My uncle's sword will be the Blade of Vengeance, Joseph. The Emperor of Orenia will rue the day his soldiers attack Masad. So we got a Bastard Sword, but I remember seeing that one in the shop. I think that is too slow, possibly. But we don't have a shield, so maybe it's worth giving it a go. Moderate damage. Let's use it. Yeah, look at that. Oh, you can't take your sword out in the street. Bit rude. The Hager Khan are the finest steeds in Medeva. Won't get spooked in battle. The Rennies can breed a swift horse, but the what? The Hager Khan run faster than any this side of the Kadim. Oh, we bred this charger. A fair sum if the horse is as good as you say. How many other games do dynamic scenes like that, like as you walk past, a little scene plays out in this era? Faster the Dragons of Kuvar, stronger. Oh, that'll teach me. Hey, but we've talked to you. That horse's texture is disgusting. It's you that I want to talk to. The knight glowers at you through the visor of his helm. Be off with you, peasant, he roars. Unless you have armor, blades, or steeds to sell, I have no need for you. Not many that I can think of. Yeah, I feel like it was more of a trend later, like PlayStation 3 era? Late PlayStation 2, maybe? I know the Tales of series started to do that a lot. Good wife. Here's my advice to you. Beware these merchants. They'll cheat you out of every last coin they've got. Fiends of Lahara they are. I guess Lahara's the negative sort of godly present there, and I thought it was, yeah, because it's always Lahara take you. I think there'd be something here. Kafug indeed. Oh, what was it? I can't remember now. Something about Kafug, you in the dumb. How are you? Mario 64, eh? Shiver your heart out or something. Talk to Jarl the Smith. This surely weaponsmith scowls at you and says, "What is it? If you wish a sword of armour made, I must insist on payment in advance." Why in advance? My last customer, a nobleman, took a sword he commissioned but refused to pay for it. He refused to pay? Yes. The servant came to take the sword, saying that my fee would be paid when his master accepted it. Has he accepted it? 3 weeks have passed and still no fee. I have become desperate. Why are you desperate? I cannot pay the moneylenders unless I collect that fee. The vultures will haul me off to the keep. How are you planning to collect? Why are we so invested in this story? I feel like it's the most our protagonist has ever given a shit. He ignores me, but if a bold adventurer like you confronted him, he would surely pay the fee. You really think he'll pay? Yes, I'm sure of it. I will collect you richly. If you can collect my fee, do we have a deal? No. Yes. Who says no in these games, honestly? Good. The nobleman's name is Lord Corral, and he often hunts in the grasslands near Leneley. Oh, that's another one of those random encounters there. Really hits close to him for our hero. He just wants the money. Your guy is dying to collect debts. Oh, hey Retro, how's it going? The other Retro. Oh god, the map is going on and on. On this bridge, the great Runari hero, Galarus, was slain. Though the Omori sacked Leneley and massacred its people, the name Galarus rallied the Runari to victory in the conquest. On this bridge, you say? She just stands here all day, waiting for somebody new to walk across this bridge. You there! Do you know about this bridge? Oops. Oh, she's there again. Who are these people? I have yet to do the sweeping, and the rushes need changing, and we're out of tallow for slope, so don't waste my time with your hawking and jingles. We have no use for beans today. I feel like she just is living in her own fancy world. I'm literally just walking down the street. What miracle do they ask of me? If I were god of the smiths, blades would rain from the skies, rivers would flow with iron, and the heavens would ring with the sound of my hammer. No use for beans. Apparently not. How are you? Lahara take every smith that ever lived. Will the king's army charge? Whoa, I was reading that as change. Will the king's army charge into the fray unarmed? Or shall we ask the Rennies to wait till our orders have been filled? Can we get round the back of here? Woke up 2 hours before my alarm today. Oh, I had a terrible sleep as well. Construction kept waking me up. I had awful sinuses all day. I was actually not going to stream, but then I changed my mind. Be off with you, or I'll summon the guard. If I'm charitable, you'll hang by your thumbs and praise my name. Hang on, my brain is not even playing this M. Be off with you, or I'll summon the guard. If I'm charitable, you'll hang by your thumbs and praise my name for not taking your head. Go peddle your scallions in the market. But yeah, because I was like not able to breathe so well, I was thinking like, oh, because this is going to be a lot of reading out loud. I thought, oh, maybe I don't. I mean, there is other games to play, but I really wanted to play this. How does that look, Hatter? Hand me your looking glass. Superb. The shape of your head is exquisite, my lord. You're a Hatter's dream. This is blocky, isn't it? Hatter's dream. Oh, Jamesy, hello. Pigs and chickens, get away from my shop. You'll drive my customers off with your stink. You're not even worthy to be kicked by them, villain. Summoner, never heard of this game. It was a launch title for the PlayStation 2, made by Volition. Have you come to buy my wares then? Oh. War axe. Medieval war axe. And what's the difference between the battle axe and a war axe? That one's for battling and that one's for war. Sledgehammer. Halberd. I want the falchion at some point. How much money have I got? I've got enough now. Should I get it? Or did I already buy it and I've forgotten? Piercing weapon. Bastard sword. That's 35. I'm tempted to buy that. Ooh, choices. Requires sword and heavy arms. Oh. No, we'll leave it. Probably need armor more than anything else right now. Bastard sword will do, don't you think? Looks like a launch title with a PS1. I don't think it looks that bad at all. Have you tried a Neti Pot nasal wash? It's more like, it's not necessarily like allergens sometimes, I don't think. I think it's when I don't sleep so well. And then when you blow your nose too much, it like inflames. And then it's just sort of game over. But maybe I should. I don't like using them though. I remember a story some time ago where there was bacteria in some water in California. So people using neti pots ended up bacteria or whatever going in your brain. I think some of them died. Chrono Gear's not a fan then. I have yet to do sweeping. What a dark story. You sound like an NPC in this game. I remember a story some time ago. There was some bacteria in the water. Many people died. Not very pleasant in general. No. The name's not very pleasant either. Neti Pot. I have yet to do the sweeping. And the rushes need changing. And we're out of tallow for soap. So don't waste my time with your hawking and jingles. Oh, we've talked to you. And your beans. Cries the Lantern Maker. There's an episode of House MD as well. Oh, was it? Those shows often do like get their ideas from the headlines though, don't they? Grey's Anatomy does that a lot. Like they change the details enough, but they kind of come off. Thing is, antihistamines. That's what I've already taken right now. But the problem with some antihistamines is they dehydrate you. Like they kind of like drain your nose and dehydrate you and make. The ones in Japan anyway, they make me drowsy. Well, I've been taking cold medicine actually, but they have antihistamines because I just had them lying around because antihistamines are so expensive, and like it's just permanent medication. But I might go to the doctors because if you go to the doctors, you can get the medicine cheaper. So, but you have to pay to go to the doctors. So, clutching the tools of his trade, ooh, in his bony hands, the wiry old man squints at you. No better remedy for these dark times than a lantern made by cries. Master of the fraternity of lantern makers. Oh. Fraternity of Pin is better. Oh, who are these chaps? Promises iron to the armourer, has he? What good is a suit of mail if you haven't a blade to fight with? Sweet... Is this a kid speaking? Sweet Lahara, I'll drown myself in the Dahu and save my master the trouble. I don't know why whenever I read the word Dahu, I always think of like Legend of Dragoon. Harpoon! If the swordsmith needs iron so bad, he can sail in the Risa and mine the... Oh, that kid's gone. Bye. He can sail in the Risa and mine the ore himself, or let him go to Avra Market and buy the plough of every farmer with a stall and pig. Fee Fetagama Pin. Lantern maker. Harpoon! Love it. I like to play Japanese RPGs in Japanese, but I have to say, I feel like the Japanese version's missing something in Legend of Dragoon. It just doesn't have the same ring in Japanese. The English voice acting is just stellar. Gust of wind, a dance. How can the Gimardi help you, Master of Beats? Why do people keep calling me shit like Count of Courgettes and Master of Beats? Do you need your pots and pans mended good as new? Do you have clothes that need patching? Do you have a hole in your shoe? I mean, it's obviously because I'm a farmer, isn't it? The wars fought today become tomorrow's legends. In these days we sing of Burkham, Avram and Parky, the Bear Mother. Okay. We sing Alcuin's poem of Carados the Builder. Supposedly the localization would be considered great and localization of the Zoom. I don't think the text is supposed to be very good. The Legend of Dragoon. Popular game though. Jarl the Smith. Your characters know my many names. We've talked to you. Have you recovered my feet? No. Alas, please hasten or I'm ruined. I'm busy. How long it takes to walk around this town? Kimardi. How can... No. I saw that, Master of Beats. We've talked to you before. You look as if you've lost your way, lad. This is Birken's Island. I just heard a really weird beep. I think it was that bird tweeting. Oh god, do you mind? I'm talking. She just walked right through us, fucking cow. This Birken's Island, the artisan's quarter. District is named for a legendary sorcerer whose tower stood on this spot. Weird. So this is an island. I think we've covered everything. We talked to you. These prices are too high. Kingdom goes to war and they think they can charge whatever they please. That was her only line in this game. Oh, what's going down here? I see an exclamation mark. Mercer the tailor. Alas, good sir, says a red-faced shopkeeper. I cannot serve you today. I have just been robbed and my shop is closed. It looks alright though. You were robbed? Yes, a customer bought fine silk garments and paid for them in what seemed to be gold coins. Seemed to be gold coins? The coins were base lead with a thin coating of gold, the cursed thief. I am ruined. How are you ruined? She's bloody walking through my stories again. With the best clothing stock gone and no gold to buy more, I cannot stay in business. Who is this thief? Turns out they were chocolate. Lint. He goes by the name of Serval. If you were to... Who's Serval? Have we seen that name before? If you were to find him and return what he stole, I would reward you well. Needs that extra camera take. She only had one line. Who's Serval and have we talked to him before? Sliding sloop. Hello. How was your stream? Did you watch the Pelican video? Is he sure it's a type of cat? What, servant? Or whatever his name was. What's quest? Serval's game. See, this is old school. You don't get any of those markers like you do on PS Skyrims. A thief named Serval used to count. Oh, he's probably in the thieves area then, isn't he? He'd be rude if he doesn't get them back. Well, we'll look at it later. The Pelican video was... I knew you'd watch it, and I told you not to, knowing that you would watch it. It was horrible, isn't it? It's just... It's the horrors of just nature breaking down at the very core. We've been here because he has a lovely head. I'm wondering if I can get around the back of that. Can you see like the shadow that's not uncovered? Ooh, we're going through the house. Pelicans, about they are. The video sort of disturbed me because it also makes you think like, you know, one of these days, because you think that anybody that doesn't know what we're talking about a pelican. I was talking about birds on Sloop Stream yesterday, and what were you on about? Like, you were on about YouTube videos that are awful, like someone eating a chicken in a can or something. Horrific to look at. And I said the worst video I've seen on YouTube is a pelican in St. James Park eating a pigeon. But I also said don't look it up, and I'm telling you all not to look it up as well, and you probably will do, but it's just nasty. It's just, it doesn't look like it should be physically possible, and that's what makes it so crazy, I think, because I think it gets to the feeling where you're like, a pelican couldn't eat a human, right? But I bet they'd fucking try. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Tight assholes to kill that baby rock hopper penguins to eat them. Ooh. Pelicans are gross anyway. It was fascinating but terrible. They'd give it a go. Like, they'd get your, like, foot in their mouth and they'd be still trying. Sadie's here. Hello. How are you? Oh! Hope nobody's photosensitive. What the hell happened there? Was that, like, the texture of the bridge popping in? Oh, my God. Ooh. Video I saw of a praying mantis killing a lizard. Oh no, no. Show A, so we made progress. Got talking to arsehole character. Oh dear. And now you're here. There's lots of arseholes in this game. Seagulls in Bristol. Ate a chihuahua a few years. Ah! Oh my God. Oh. Bloody hell. I was about to make a joke about how Sliding Sloop had that shattered seagull stalking her, but whoa! Bloody Hitchcock. I like the green water. Reminds me somewhat of Lara Croft. Yeah, you're right there, actually. It does. I need to get back on those games. Because I want to do Tomb Raider 6 at some point. Seafaring birds are huge arseholes. Never been big on birds myself. How do I get back out of here? Birds get dogs a lot here, but I haven't heard of a seagull. Ooh. I mean, I would like to believe that the chihuahua was dead first, and they were just being weird. Like maybe the chihuahua got stuck on the roof and then the seagulls just saw an opportunity later. But Attack of the Seagulls is the place I don't want to go. Oh gosh, I'm lost. Right, well I've uncovered all the map, it looks like. I mean, I don't think there's anything I would miss except for some humorous lines of dialogue, but I like those lines of dialogue. Right, where should we go next? Should we go to the left or to the right? The right is the poor area, and I think that's actually where we need to go for the plot, so maybe we should go for the left first. Have a look at a screen. Although actually I don't know yet, because we need to go to the palace, don't we? I think that's the first objective, so maybe we'll head that way. She's still telling people about that bridge. She makes rugs though. Like, why is she standing on this bridge telling people about the origins of this bridge? Go make some rugs, lady. Turkey vultures here are dangers to pets. And turkeys, I assume. Can't abide people holding up food for seagulls to take from their hand. It's so fun. Wow. Yeah, take your finger off. And your dog. Loading. Why is only the I lowercase? Does things like that bug anybody else? I know that the letters are smaller, but it's not the same thing. Oh, we can actually control the camera in this area. No, we can't. It's locked. Maybe it's actually because they look like giant angry turkeys. Gem cutter. I defer the acquisition of victuals for my pantry. What's a victual? To those I've hired to manage such affairs. Forgive me, but I must attend to my business. Can I not tell you about the origins of this bridge that I just heard? It's the same bridge, is it not? I'm seeing little dogs with jackets with big spikes. Oh god, you would think that that was just fashion. It makes sense. You've wandered into the Crown District, ploughman. I guess when a dog is that small, it almost becomes like a vermin kind of size, doesn't it? Zebra finch, they're round and sound little kazoos. They're great in my book. Didn't look it up, but I figured it was anti-hawk for little guys. You've wandered into the Crown District, ploughman. Rich merchants, trading houses and wealthy artisans call this quarter home. A farmer hasn't much business on these streets. The Rennies eat the flesh of their enemies. Ooh. There's not a pit deep enough in all Lahara's kingdom for those vile devils. I don't actually think they do, though. I think that's a bit of racism going on there. Good wife. Who can forget Sir Remor, champion of the Midsummer Tourney? Across the Kadim, he'll chase the Rennies and bring Murad to his knees. Our soldiers are stronger and braver. We'll rout. I didn't even read that. Then we'll sail to Orania and burn down the villages. Oh. If only my son Agusi had lived, he'd make a fine soldier. She seems pretty okay with that though. The Knight of the Hounds camped outside the walls, and I swear his men were giants. Hagar Khan's chargers they rode, and their mail shone brighter than 1,000 suns. Like safe little punk rockers. It's like when everybody used to put those studs on their bags when I was a teenager. Everybody. Chambermaid. Oh, she looks shifty. Standing behind this corner. No time to chat, sir. Chamber pots don't just empty themselves, you know. Well, I shan't keep you. Oh, there's another one. Cordelia, hello. I have no time for idle gossip. My servants are idiots, and they require my supervision. What does it take to get honest work for them? A larger stick, I wager. Don't fuck with Cordelia. She'll have ya. Love the dramatic music as you're discussing chamber pots. Go away, ploughman. Oh, I'm still doing Cordelia's voice. Well, I think it works with him, the jeweller. Go away, ploughman. My wares are of no interest to you. Not even your village bailiff could afford what I sell in my shop. I love the way he was like hands on his hips as well. You can't afford the things I've got to sell, sunshine. Unless you've come to buy a saddle, I've nary a word to waste on you, cotter. I need no potatoes, and my cellar's busting with... Why does that sound like a euphemism? My cellar's bursting with cabbage. Go hawk your turnips in the market, you heard. Have you skill at saddle making? There's a lot of sort of vegetable insults on this game. That jeweler has some sass. 8 years I've been a journeyman, with never gold enough for my own shop. I craft a finer saddle than most who calls himself master. My cellar's bursting with cabbage. Let's make it happen. A new Tinder profile. My cellar's bursting. Go. What was it? Go hawk your. What? Oh, what did he say now at the end? Go hawk your turnips in the market. Hawking my turnips in the market since 1990 something. Greetings, bold warrior. You have come at an opportune time. Why is that? I'm beside myself with worry. Something precious has been stolen from me. What's been stolen? A family heirloom, pilfered from my chambers. About that chamber pot made. It's a signet ring, once owned by my ancestors, the Lord of Durmill. Our family lost our lands and titles in the Civil War of 217. Why should I help you? I will offer a substantial monetary reward for the return of my ring. Any clues about the thief? None whatsoever. I suggest you start by speaking to my wife and the chambermaid. Perhaps you'll see what we have missed. Let's talk to the chambermaid then. I smell a quest afoot. This game has had some interesting dialogue. It's good, innit? Ooh. Who are you though? Just hanging. These are the rich tax people, aren't they? The noblemen. Rake. Rake and rake. What's a rake? Is that a name of something? On guard, you slayer of chickens and scourge of sheep. The rake trembles in mockery. Alas, I shall die here, friends. This killer of geese is to blame. The geese had it coming. You know, if there's one thing I can't stand, I forgot about that, all that bird talk. I fucking hate geese. They are the evilest, nastiest creatures that walk the earth. Careful, Inar. The boy looks dangerous. I was traumatised by a goose when I was younger. Got bit on my arse by a goose when I was like 3 or 4 years old. Never liked them since. A bit of friendly advice, ploughboy. Keep your mouth shut. Your accent betrays you. Are you running from the north? Ah, we'll teach you how to fight. What accent? But no, I was being a kid and I was on like a farm. My dad's friend. When we'd gone to the farm, and being a kid I did my running around as kids are prone to do, and a goose didn't like it and ran after me, hissing and honking and, well, bite, is that the right word? Peck? But I don't think geese don't peck, they like clamp their fucking big billed things. Bloody I still remember I can still like close my eyes, I can hear the hissing. Scary, nasty things. No time to chat. Do you know anything about the thefts? I have an idea about the thefts, but no one listens to me. What's your idea? I think it's sewer rats that do the stealing. Sewer rats? Geese bite, do they? They got teeth. I hear them in the walls, scurrying and squeaking. The city is rotten with them, even the fine houses in the crown. I have to play Untitled Goose Game. No, they're horrible things. What would an animal want with jewellery? How would I know? Maybe they like shiny things. Where can I find the sewer rats? I'll give you 3 guesses, you daft pid. Serrated beaks, there we go. Wait a minute. I hear them in the walls, squirring and squeaking. The city's rotten with them. Even the fine house in the Crown District. I'll give you... Where can I find them? Oh, it's the sewers, I guess. Is Cordelia a main character? I can't remember. So I assume it's her ring. Tell me about the thefts. The thefts? So has my husband hired you to solve his little mystery? Fool, I told him to speak to the guard, but he doesn't listen. As for the thief, I can tell you who she is. Who is she? Chambermaid, of course. She cleans the chamber, doesn't she? She's the only one who would go in there beside my husband and me. Do you have any proof? Not yet, but I'll catch the girl before too long. She'll be cleaning the privy in the keep when we're done with her. Would that be a downgrade then, from chamber pots to privies? Title Goose Game's hilarious. Gets to be an asshole to everybody and nick all their stuff. I've heard it's quite fun. Right, let's uncover the map this way now. I think my nephew has it. Probably be one of those games that's in the distant future is expensive. That's the sassy gem person, isn't it? Let's go over. Oh my god, this place goes on. Maybe we'd be better off going to the north. I'll just walk this way a little bit. Oh, there's an exit though, so that's alright. Is there a scene here? Gem cutter. I defer the acquisition of victuals. Oh, we talked to you because I said, what's a victual? Still don't know. Good wife. Who can forget Sir Remor, champion of the Midsummer Tourney? Talked to you as well because I said tourney weird last time. These gates lead up to the royal palace, the temple of Uraf. You may worship at the temple and make your offerings, but the palace is under heavy guard by order of the prince. Bum, bum, bum. Palace is off limits to all, but lords and their retinues. Is that like a retainer? You can visit the temple if you so desire. Bum, bum, bum. Well, not just yet. I want to examine what's above her and around here. I think we already talked to her, right? She's on about the something or other. Who's that? He looks a bit suspicious. Pauper. Will they have the bead maker's journeyman save the kingdom? I'll craft the king some lovely beads, but please don't march me off to war. I thought you were a pauper. He's a bead maker, it seems. Humbus the rat catcher. Will this be helpful? No. War brings out the rats. They smell the blood. As long as there's war, famine and plague, the rat catchers will have coins in their purse. I need to remember to keep drinking. I get dehydrated. Although I'm drinking coffee. I do have some Aquarius as well, if anybody knows that drink. Officer. The press gangs bring as men they can hardly stand, let alone carry a pike and sword. Oh, that was a weird way to write that. I thought I read that as like the press gangs bring as men that they dislike. They can hardly stand them. I think it means actually physically stand, let alone carry a pike and sword. The rats of Leneley would make better soldiers than this lot. I didn't think they got to know them that much. Courtier. The lords of the realm always carry daggers behind their backs. Praise Uraf and the Rennies have united us to a common cause. Oh, praise Uraf, the Rennies have united us to a common cause. So nobody's backstabbing anymore. Too busy at war. Anything going on in this barn? No. Do you know what? This little open area here has sort of reminded me of that little bit in the town in Dragon's Dogma. I really want to play that. Is anybody else super excited about the announcement of Dragon's Dogma 2? That is actually... I'm not that excited about games so much these days, but that one really got me going. On guard, you slayer of... Oh, we talked to you. I am the slayer of chickens. Hear me roar. Or clock. But I absolutely love Dragon's Dogma, and when it gets closer to time, I think I will play and stream the. I want to buy the PlayStation 4 version of Dragon's Dogma and play it again. I loved that game. It had flaws, but it was a really good time. Poor old soldier Ned. He went to war without his head, spilled his guts to make a stew. He kept his brains in a shoe. Well, that was worth it. Thought it was just okay. I loved it. Reeking a veil, the soldier lurches erratically. Aye, let's get good and drunk, for we'll be out of luck when we march to fight the Rennies. In, what was it, 2013 or whenever it came out, I thought it was really, really nice, and it had this wonderful sense of exploration when you walked around the map. Lots of cozy nights playing that. But I think it needed more enemy variation. That was my biggest complaint. It got to a point where I felt like we've fought everything. Who is this? Shopkeeper. And I thought the first half was stronger than the latter. Sounds like we're in for a good holiday with the game announcements. Tactics Ogre's going to be out too. Oh, what is that one? I can't even remember what Tactics Ogre is now. The release of it. It's not a remake, is it? Or a reboot? So I've got Ogre Battle and Tactics Ogre to play on my Saturn. I'll probably still do that anyway. If gems are your fancy, I have what you're looking for. I don't remember what gems are for in this. I heard it's a remake of Letters Kin Together. Oh, that's the most famous one. But they've already remade that once, I think. They've like sort of enhanced, ported it to PSP. They're all songs by Queen, aren't they? March of the Black Queen. What do these gems do? Swordsman's Ring. What's a blessed necklace? This necklace augments the wearer's attack speed. That would be good. Can't afford any of your stuff though. It's not Ogre yet. Oh dear. That'd get a pre-order from me. We have to get a release. Oh. For Mission 1 and 2. I wish I never traded my copy of Knights of Odyssey in. That game is so pricey now. What's that? I've heard of that before. Knights of Odyssey. What's that on? Watch yourself, Villain, or you'll be marching north in the King's army. That's our job, you see. We earn a handsome bounty fighting soldiers for His Majesty. Beat that game and called quits on it. Oh, here's the bottom of that slope. Tatsuga game on the GBA. Oh. There's one on, isn't there one on the Wonder Swan as well? I do plan to play through that series at some point. Oh. Oh shit, I didn't even see your name. Zephnath the Scholar. A distracted looking scholar stands before you. What's on his head? Clutching a warm leather-bound tome in his hands. Sorry, too worked up to chat. I'm almost there. Oh. Almost where? I've just found volume 83 of the complete Encyclopedia of Heresies, Heterodoxies, and Apostasies and Hayeks. Is that good? Oh yes. All I need now are volumes 28 and 67 and I'll have the entire set. How are you going to find them? Well, the last two volumes will be hard to get. I could use some help. How could I help? Volume 28 is in the possession of a certain book dealer, but he will not sell it to me. Why not? You know where. I know. He seems to blame me for the disappearance of his volume 17 a few weeks ago. Did you steal it? Of course not. I acquired it from another source later the same day. Oh, I. What do I have to do? I want that to be my response. Oh, I. What do I have to do? here is 250 gold. In the marketplace, you'll find a man named Bibrus. Ask him for volume 28. He will sell it to you. Once I have a complete set, I will give you something I know you will find quite useful. Isn't there a quest just like this in Oblivion? Yes, Oblivion. Not Morrowind is what I was thinking. In Oblivion, isn't there the exact same quest where someone makes you go do something because someone won't do something for them and then they hate you forever? Can't remember now. There's some woman, when I was playing it, there was that woman in that town and she was forever like, you bastard. I had to go up some hill, I think. Does sound like one. Yeah, it was to do with the Mages Guild, I think, or something. We had to go get something on someone else's behalf, but not tell them that we were doing it. I don't know. I mean, I suppose there's only so many quests you can have in a game. Oh, have we been here? What's all the... Oh, there's more people. Only members of our brotherhood may draw water from the wells by order of the late King Perrin III. Finest head to wear the crown. No offence to the reigning monarch, of course. Courtier. Nobleman sneers at you haughtily. How dare you accost me in this fashion? I'll have the guard bury you in the keep. Accost you at all? Forgive the indiscretion, my lord. Do you take me for a libertine? Is that it? Have we took him for a libertine at the end? The one whose pot was getting cold. Sigourney. Only the nobles can afford Auranian silk and jewellery. How could the king pass an edict without provoking a war? Why has he got exclamation marks as well? Oh. There's a bench. Ooh. What's the music? I guess this is a, what, like a auditorium. That music. These are hard times for honest mummers. The people frown at our pratfalls and laugh when Ursi dies upon her sword. May Lahara yank their beards. Oh yeah, I guess that's the wrong way around, isn't it? Actor. Our company will perform Prince Karig on our stage in a fortnight. It's a tragical tale of love and betrayal. But if I ever have to do that play again, I'll eat my codpiece. Honest Mummers is going to be my band name. Hey Barley. The one whose pot was getting... Oh yeah, I've read that. It's all been pots tonight, Nettie Potts. These actors are abysmal, they butcher my lines. They stumble when they dance, and the crowd comes only to hiss and jeer. Did you just like pop in that priest? These trees are the last sentinels of an ancient forest, home of Parkia. The weird music is like really distracting. The Bear Mother. For 100 years the crone watched over the Runari. Do do. What is this music? Dun 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 dun. It's not what I consider the kind of like, I don't know, ye olde mummers play music. Sounds so like In the Club with Gloria Estefan. To die alack and never had loved. Line, what's my line please? Okay. Can't talk to them. We'll move on. I just gotta get away from that samba beat. Erho, where are you? I wager he's drowned himself in the river of bones. The Countess will hang us at dawn. I pray she puts us on the block. The headsman's drinks less than the hangman. Dear. Who have they lost? Leave us be, farmer. We hunt a monster named Urho, the Earl of Morhav's son. I should hold my tongue if he hears me. He'll tell his father how he loves to spy and tattle. Shit, she's run away. I want to talk to you. How could Urho slip through the gates with half the king's army standing guard? Imbeciles. Poor child got lost in the city of thieves. If the command... This feels like it should be a quest, but it's not. Steal him. Our heads will roll. Bet Urho's just like in a bush somewhere. Alive. Whoops. Okay. Well, that's a good chunk of this map done, I think. Let's talk to the officer. Belias married old Tarimon's daughter to end the civil war, and so the story goes now that the Rennies invade our shores. 20 years of peace are over. You'll get your fair wage and not a copper more. Glory and honour. Words is all they are, but gold, that's a sweeter song. I'd fight and win a war for gold, for it's coins that make my heart sing. Really, were you really a mercenary? You look like those like thugs out the back. Maybe he's doing more honest work. This is gonna go back to the marketplace, is it? Is it not? So we'll leave that. Uncover that. I really do like this town though. It just feels like it's popping. It's popping. I'm just gonna see if I can uncover that shadow for my own satisfaction. Oh, that's better. Can't get out though. Go talk to you. Ooh, look at that, beautiful. So now for the bottom half. Good lord. And then I think I'm just going to mosey into the palace. I feel like nobody's dialogue changes though throughout the game. So like I think if you wanted to just do like bits of it as you were passing, that might also be a good way to play. Are there any active quests? There's quite a few now. All these lot. Because we've been talking to everybody, we've been picking them up. Find Yargo is the story. That's the actual objective. And apparently he's working in the palace, so we need to go there. But we've still got the Lucky Charms from the sailor at the entrance. The Sword of Yar. What was that one? Oh, we need to go to the grasslands to find Lord Corral because he didn't pay for his sword. Serval, what was that? Oh, the counterfeit coins. Crazy Ivan, that was the beggar. Pomperel's hair loot, oh that's the chambermaid with the ring. And the seeds, what's this? Seeds of Ahu in the harbour district. Balon has hired you to bring the seeds of Ahu to Kosari merchant LR. And then we've got to find the encyclopedias. My internet connection is too bad for Twitch right now. Is it? Have you tried lowering the quality? You know, with the cog, I don't even know. Is my stream got choice tonight? Put me at like 360 or something. 360p or 160p. Well, 160. But unless you're, well, on your phone you might be able to see with 160, but... see. It's hard to get. I'm going to draw an outline so I can get my bearings a bit better, I think. Just whiz around the sides. Whiz up the wall. Whoosh. That's a bit better. Why do these ones have side? Oh no, we can go inside. Good God, this game. There's an interior. Oops, close the door. King's men need armour, and the tanners are running short, but I might have something for you here. Oh, and he does. I don't remember what we're wearing. I need to look what we're wearing first. We have cloth gloves, leather boots, and a tunic. What about a leather jerkin? Isn't that leather jerkin look like it's in every game ever? And spoilers for the other characters, Jakar and Fleece. This jerkin offers superior protection to the wearer's torso. Protection's 20, so what have we got right now? Oh, I mean it does, but it looks like shit, doesn't it? Leather what now? A leather jerkin. But take off your pants and leather jerkin. Leather gloves. Cloth gloves. Did I just say we were wearing that? Silk gloves. 5 protection. 3 protection, but magic resistance. I kind of don't know whether to just buy the leather jerkin, but it just looks like crap. Don't you think? It's hideous. 7 protection, 1 speed. 20 protection. Let's just buy it. Ooh, felt that. Maybe it'll look better when it's on. No, looks like garbage. I like the red. That water is nice though, isn't it? Lenalea Marketplace, now we've been there. Nothing here? You think that'd be a good place for a secret? You'd be wrong. Whoops, a daisy. Hello there. Murad invades the kingdom, and we are held to blame. I have no love for the Emperor, I assure you. For years, Aurenians have lived peacefully in Lenalea. Why are we now the enemy? Because people are racist. They can't differentiate. A tale as old as time, even in 2000. Welcome to Lenalea, weary travellers. I've been here for ages. My establishment is renowned across the kingdom, from the Risa to the Kadim. I think you'd do better off being near the entrance to town, though, if that's your dialogue. What's your desire, my friend? Shall I show you my wares? Oh. Oh shit, he's not cheaper, is he? Oh no! Oh damn! He's got a powdered surcoat, which looks rather dashing. 15. Well, I think we did get the strongest one. Yeah, it's actually not. This is a perfect upgrade of that, so whatever. Quilted robe, ooh la la. Can Joseph wear that? Leather armor, leather gauntlets. Are we in the city yet? We're in the city, yes. This is a city stream probably. Much better than the disappointing jerkin. Yeah, disappointing jerkins are always bad. The merchants of our guild must use only approved materials and make transactions with accurate weights and measures. Just tells people as they're passing by. Praise Yevon. Blessed be. Oh, I think there's another entrance to the sewers down here. And how are you, Quantum? I can accessorize. I ain't got the money. Oh, this sewer. Don't even know her. I'm gonna go back because it's gonna literally just probably take me to a door that's locked if I remember. I don't think we can go in the sewers at all. Not yet. Spoilers. Not too bad. A little bit allergic-y. So I was today too. I mean, I don't know. It's not like we're in the same place, but secretly I live in the UK. It's all a sham. I'm just like, oh yes, got to go to bed now. Ho ho ho. Oh, he's making his way to the beginning of town now because he's realised it's useless telling people welcome here. Right, well that's all of that. And there's the palace. Okay. Let's fill in this little gap and then I think we've done. Who's this person? He looks rather important. I live in Japan. Ooh, so exotic. Right. Now that vassals have answered his summons, the king will convene his war council. Right. It's very exotic, just means it's hot and humid and skanky. To see the glory that once was ours, visit the temple of Uraf, ploughman. Oh, he's addressing me as ploughman. In the windows of glass you will see the kingdom of heaven. Kingdom of heaven is at hand. I do vaguely remember what he's talking about though, and it is pretty cool. I think we are going to head there in a minute. There's a, you know, massive lore dumps in the church. All these names, I think, because there's like religion and everything in this game. It's pretty big. I think a lot of Western RPGs do that to a very successful degree. How does it fare in your village? It's burnt to the ground, so pretty shit. We've had a bad harvest, not enough rain in the summer, and too much rain in the autumn. Grain rotted in the earth. Yes, but did you get pillaged and ransacked by the Iranian army though? Don't think so. This well is full of cool, clear water. Merchants of our guild must use only approved materials and make transactions. Oh, we've talked to you and you still bore him. I'm a bit confused now that a couple of those doors opened. None of these do though, do. Ooh, that's the well. I think that's everything, isn't it? I guess it's just these two houses that have got signs put on, but I think I remember actually the first time I played this game not... Oh, does the door open automatically or did I leave that? I'm wondering if I just walk in. No. So I think when I first played this, I don't think I realised you could actually go in there for a while, so I didn't buy any equipment. It's a little bit trash, I have to admit. 5 gold though. Right. What's this? Is this middle place go straight back to the marketplace as well? Yeah. Okay. Let's head to, I think there's actually maybe only one more area then. I think it's like market in the middle, thieves, old town to the other side, and then the crown district here, and then we go to the palace. So it's not actually quite as nuts as I thought. I think it's the more games you play though, stuff starts to seem smaller, doesn't it? I still think it's huge though. But it's like, you know, when Ocarina of Time seemed like unlimited Hyrule Fields, and then you play like Twilight Princess, which is like, what, 10 times the size of Ocarina of Time or something? I don't know, even more. And here we are at the Temple Plaza. I mean, there's still the look at that background graphic. I think it definitely looked better on a CRT. Do we accept the teachings of Sivu of the West Tower, or do we believe in Eonis the Blind? Our lives are a journey into the wisdom and madness of the ancients. Right. I'm a simple man. I wake up with the sun and I work in my shop. My world lies within the walls of this city. But who will defend us from fate? Not the soldiers of the king. This is gorgeous, except for the draw distance. But just don't look. Just if you hold your hand up, like, and cover that shitty draw distance. Do it at home. That's what I'm doing. Beautiful. I wonder if we could zoom it even more. Lovely. Ooh, it's weird. Oh, there's supposed to be a water fountain there, but it's not quite. It's not. It can't render. We'll help it render. Let's go over. That's a quest. Render the waterfall. Oh, there it is. Solomon silent. The god does not answer. Lovely. Oh, this is a memory. This is the summoner. This is a screenshot. I think something like this was on the back of the box actually. Can't remember now. That water is lush. Worshipper. I'm a simple man. Moving around too much. There's the mummers. It's kind of cool how they still build like some of the. They built the stuff from the previous screen, but just nobody's in it. So I mean, yeah, this came out in the year 2000. Came out, in the year 2000. I think this did. Well, we were still playing PlayStation 1. So that must have been, you know, they must have been making it in 99, probably. 98, 99, started making it. Who knows? Whoops, Solomon silent. Blah, 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 blah. And there's that water fountain. It is pretty. Imagine they remade this. Sort of modern, flashy graphics. Which books speak the truth, and which are the ravings of heretics? The mysteries of the gods lie far beyond us. The eternal rite is very complicated. A mistake can bring war, famine, or plague. The original rite was forgotten during the chaos, and the words have been corrupted. I don't feel like I really understand what they're saying quite yet. Greetings, I am Dunhoran, a miller by trade, and I'm a pilgrim from the southern countries. Pilgrim? People from all over Meneva come to the High Temple. The windows and mosaics are a marvel of the age. The other villagers and I make pilgrimage after the harvest. We pray for good fortune before winter comes. Good fortune? Ah, these are dark times. No sooner were we through the gates of Leneley than we heard news of the invasion. I fear we'll not leave the city until the fighting's over. Mosaics? The mosaics tell the story of the Arenegeth, the War of the Gods. It's like a Ragnarok, if I remember, isn't it? In the Arenegeth, Lahara became goddess of the dead and murdered her brother, Uraf. And all this sort of like backstory lore, I think, is actually quite important to the plot of the game. Aye, long ago glassmakers built cities in the clouds before the Sudani lost their wings and fell to the earth. The Sudani. Imagine that, the glassmakers were builders of cities. It's like as I'm reading this, I'm just like, patches of an old memory are coming back to me. So obviously I have played this game, but it's such a long time ago, I don't remember any of it. But it's all coming back like, oh, Sudani fell, and I'm like, oh, I can imagine I can remember I think there's a window that we'll see in a moment. Sudani. We are the Sudani, you and I, all the people of Lenalei, Medivh, and even Orenia. When Lahara destroyed Euroth, we lost our wings, that was it, and fell to the earth. The sky is our domain no longer. So we're all like fallen angels. In the days before the Arenagath, the gods spoke the eternal right, and now we must carry the burden if creation is to endure. Oh, I need to stop wasting my time on these guards. Right. Let's go in. I think this is the church. It looks a bit weird from the outside. Perhaps we should just go in. Oh, wait, did I talk to you? I've come to pray at the temple of gods who have abandoned us. Tomorrow the walls will crumble into ruin. The streets will be paved with the bones of the dead. I am an initiate of the High Temple. I am studying for the priesthood before I am ordained. I must learn the eternal rite. The priests of the High Temple perform the rite. The ceremony begins and ends with the new year. The rite keeps the forces of creation in motion. Let's go in the Temple of Urath. And let's load it. Well, while that's loading, I'm going to go grab a straw actually for my drink. If I can get untangled out of these cables. Oh, it's probably going to be finished. Oh, and it is, and I've still not even stood up, but I'm still going to go anyway. I shall be back in a moment, and then we'll look at the religious lore of this game. Right. This music is spooky. Temple of... Is it Urath or... I think it's Urath. That's what I'm going for until a cutscene changes my mind. Solemn and silent, the guard does not answer. None of these guards do, I think, is going to be a trend here. Whoops. Close? Oh. Open. I like this music. The priest wears the ornate ceremonial robes of the eternal rite. His mantle resembles a pair of wings. Guvig uf ugal sere du hussar, he sings. Me too. I'm kind of glad we changed their outfit now. It feels a little bit more ready for show. Are we singing? Well, I'm not going to read that. The priest chants, blah 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 blah. Amahin de sidera idono carmelu de ilosi ufkos. I wonder if it's like that drunken man in the marketplace. Maybe he was just doing this too. I am Verigan the glassmaker. Glassmaker? Lendley is famous the world over for its... Is this the place? This temple is our monument. Oh, maybe he made the windows, actually. Maybe he just walks around here wanting to remind people. I made the windows, you know. Monument. I make the great crafted these windows. Oh, not you then. With every passing generation, we lose more and more of our art. Passing generation? When Uraf gave life to the first Sudani, the glassmakers built cities in the clouds. And now, what are we? Nothing more than common artisans. Cities? When Lahara destroyed Uraf, our city shattered and the Sudani fell to the earth. You can still see the ruins in the stars that shine at night. Interesting. Gorgeous pictures. That would be Laharala, whatever her name is, I guess. The face looks a bit cursed. What's actually... Oh, we can move the camera a little bit here, it seems. This whole area, it gives me big Legacy of Kain vibes. That face is so cursed. The priest intones in words as old as time itself. I want to look at the upper pictures too. Oh, what is? Can we get a good shot of this one? So that would be Uraf fighting Laharani, and that would be us human folk with the wings. This is the end of the tale, maybe. Or is that the start? She's backstabbed him. The bitch. I like his face. Oh, Pilgrim. In my dreams I saw higher than the red falcon of the Earl of Verosa. I live in cities of glass, high above the clouds. Curse Lahara for stealing our birthright. Priest's head is covered in a maze of intricate red markings. He utters the verses of the eternal rite. Varahiv Dagi blah 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 blah. Indeed. What's happening here then? Oh, and that's us. That's man losing his wings, falling. Why? Priest wears the ornate ceremonial robes. Oh, he's singing as well. Oh, that's why they're wearing robes that resemble wings. Yes. Because we lost them. All this shit, I think it just went over my head as a kid. really didn't take it in. And there she is on the throne. But then it looks like a happy ending. I thought it wasn't a happy ending. Oh, and there you can see the church. Bone throne, bone armor. Hey Kura, how's it going? Have you played this one? I feel like no, I've yet to find anybody that has actually played this game, except I think Haggard Hessian said he played it briefly. And I know Van Terrace has played it. Oh, this music's really good. It's got a long loop. It's getting better and better. Isn't this extraordinary? To think that here where I'm standing, Uraf built his city and gave life to the Sudani. For 3 months I journeyed from Akhura to be here. Nope, never heard of this one. You know, I was saying, like, I feel like a lot of people, like, it might know this one, but because it was a launch title, but I guess not. It feels like nobody knows this one. Maybe it was just me. I think people know the sequel more. Summoner 2 was on the GameCube and the PlayStation. Oh, there's more pictures. Oh no, I've seen that one. Is this the start of the story? There he is, fighting her down into hell. And he's doing nothing, he's mumbling. What is this picture? What does that represent? Her stealing souls? He laments in mournful tones of his chants. Solemn and silent. It's a very story heavy game, but it's sort of like, it's a very unbalanced story game. Like, you start off with a tutorial, you arrive in the first town of the city, and it's a very big time-sinking city full of lore and dialogue to explore and find. And then I think the game sort of just goes like, I might be wrong in remembering, but I feel like it kind of goes on rails a bit, and it's a lot more action, constantly moving. And this is the slow part of the game. Whereas other games I think would spread it out a lot more. I mean, this is all optional, you don't need to do any of this, but I do remember that the lore in this church is quite significant to the overall story of the game, so it is. I think you're missing out if you rush through. The priest performs the eternal rite, he says. And that's him defeating her again. Controlling people, making them fight. I think there's a cutscene though that we can talk to somebody and he'll explain it all. Harta the Initiate. Bone Throne sounds like my ideal chair. Where can I buy? If Leneley burned and all were put to the sword, a voice would speak the holy words in the wilderness. Even in the chaos when demons raised the city, the rite endured. Leneley burned and all were put to the sword, a voice would speak the holy words in the wilderness. Even in the chaos when demons raised the city, the rite endured. Chaos? The chaos of 10,000 years, an age of death and madness. Empires rose and fell. Clan warred against clan, and demon wreaked havoc across the realm. Havoc? Not much has survived the chaos. Learning and writing were all but dead. The Sudani wandered as nomads, barbarous and warlike, killing and burning all in their path. Killing and burning? The demons forced the Sudani to do their bidding. That's that picture over there then. And yet the rite endured. The speaking of holy words kept faith alive. For in those words Uraf lives on. He is our father, and we are exiles from cities of glass. Well, I'll finish this dialogue first and then I'll say what I want to say, but that is how the chaos began. As the Sudani fell, wingless and mad with grief, they turned against each other. For we are beings of the air, now strangers to our true nature. Actually, no, I'm just gonna interrupt this right now. But isn't it strange? Like, I'm just thinking. I wonder, because we often can talk about culture, like in the 80s, or culture of the 70s, and how it affected. Because like, I feel like the 70s or the 80s was very sort of fantasy and sci-fi. You know, thinking about games around this time period, early 2000, I feel like so many RPGs were tackling heavy religious themes and things about like, what's the word, like damnation and, well, I don't want to say too much about this game, but just, I can't actually remember, but like just games like Final Fantasy X, for example, with the religion in that. Xenogears had just come out, you've got this. I feel like there's a lot of games all around the early 2000s that are all dealing with sort of heavy religious themes as their plot. I mean, Shadow Hearts as well. Killed so many gods, I'm surprised there are any left. Exactly, yeah, it feels like it's really like a thing of this generation of video games where it's, especially going into the PlayStation 2. I mean, then that's essentially Final Fantasy 13's swing as well, isn't it? Because I know that this game's story, a lot of it is about this religion. But we are beings of the air, now strangers to our true nature. Have you never looked upon a hawk or sparrow and remembered deep within your soul, soaring over the forests and mountains? Remembered? The sky is our home, and our banishment has made us cruel and savage. We were not always so, monstrous as this. We were glorious creatures of the air, wise, peaceful, and beautiful, not these fallen monsters we've become. I don't know, because that's sort of like a thing would usually reflect on the times you were living in. So I feel like was it the 80s? You had a lot of cyberpunk too, so it was, I think there was a sort of a fear and anxiety around technology in the 80s almost, because of the speed that everything was advancing. Whereas if maybe I think the 2000s, I guess there was war, like, and terrorism and stuff going on. Maybe it was a bit more philosophical. Just a thought. Oh my god, I remember this game not knowing what a Hierophant was. Sounds like an elephant. I am Feren of Moano. Hierophant. Is it Hierophant? Is that how you say it? Or Hierophant? As in the air? Of the Urathi priesthood. Hierophant? I am leader of the Order of Urath, sworn guardians of the eternal right. As long as one voice speaks the right, the world shall endure. This has been our mandate since the Arenegeth. Might have been a reflection on the waning influence of church and religion, not as controversial as process was. No, yeah, it would be the first time that censorship was sort of removed. Although I feel like games like this game, I guess it's because it's not too Christian, but I feel like Western games could get away with it, but like Japanese ones would get censored to buggery. Because don't like games like Ultima and stuff, don't they touch on things like that? Baldur's Gate or whatever. Arenegeth. The mosaics of the temple tell the story of the Arenegeth, the war of the gods. Do you wish to hear it? Oh, this is it. This is story time. I hope you're comfortable. Do you wish to learn about the first, second, or third Arenegeth? Or would you rather learn about the death of Urath, god of the Sudani? Let's start at the beginning. As you wish. I think it's a video.
This is the tale of the Arenegeth, the war of the gods. The children of Guval usurped their father, the maker of all things, and Urath proclaimed himself Lord of all creation. But Urath's sister, Nahara, envied her brother's power and sought the throne of heaven for herself. Nahara and her disciples rebelled, and the gods made war against each other. Thus we know this battle as the First Arenegeth. Urath crushed Nahara's rebellion and banished his sister to Kosas, our world, where our ancestors lived and died.
So cool. It'll save your voice, right? Yeah. I definitely could remember this bit. As soon as I stepped foot in here, I was like, I know that there's a movie in here, because I think I used to keep a save file to watch it. Voice acting's quite decent. Tell me about the Aranagath. So we want the second one. It's more impactful as well. I'm glad that I don't have to read that out. And I think it's nice because we've already looked around and then it didn't make sense and now it does. Let's listen to the second one. I can have another coffee.
Among the people of Kossos, Nahara brought chaos and discord. The skies, seas, and plains roiled with war and bloodshed. By Nahara's hand, the children of creation turned against each other. Urath heard the lament from Kossos, and he came down from the heavens. For 100 years, the second Arenegeth raged, until Nahara surrendered. Urath exiled his sister to a prison deep below the earth, a world of fire we would come to know as the kingdom of
Hell.
the dead.
Oh. Can't say hell, not yet. I mean, it's funny, isn't it? You know, when you're a Western, or anybody, I guess, but you can try and imagine your religion as much as you like, but you always have to have those two things, don't they? You always have to have some sort of like, a good one and a bad one, and a bad place than the good place. Let's listen to the third of Renegeth then.
But Nahara would not concede defeat. She sent forth her minions to steal the souls of the dead and hoard them in the halls of her prison. Thus, deep below the world upon which we stand, our souls shall be doomed to endure all eternity. With a vengeful fury, Urath swooped down from his throne and struck the earth with his sword. The very stones that hold our world together split apart. This is how one kingdom became many. Mediva, Orenia, and the islands beyond the far horizon. And so began the third Arenegeth, the final battle of the gods.
I think you cut off the file a bit too quick. The death of Ur. See, I thought it was a bad ending. I thought somebody else had already said that in town.
Defeated once again, Nahara begged for mercy, and Urath relented. But then, as she embraced her brother, Nahara plunged a dagger in his back. Her minions fell upon him and tore the flesh from his bones. As Urath died, the winged Sudani fell from the sky, their god destroyed. The cities of glass shattered and became the Vahiomo, the sea of stars. This is how our people lost their wings at the dawning of the chaos of 10,000 years.
Very cool. Tell me about the creation. Shall I tell you how Guval made the world, or would you like to hear the tale of the City of the Gods? Perhaps you are interested in the banishment of Guval, or would the story of doomed Iona suit you better? Start at the beginning, but isn't it crazy how, like, I guess somebody's written this game's story. I guess it's no different from a book, but all these video games and writers of video, because when we think of video games, like, how often do we think of the person that wrote the story of the game? There's only a few games that I can think of about writing-wise where I think of somebody. I think, because I've been playing Alundra recently and I like the story of that game, and I have looked up who wrote that, and then it's like, oh, he didn't actually do that many things. I think the writer of Suikoden's another one that I've paid attention to and I'm aware of. Like, The Alliance Alive is a game that I know is written by the person that did Suikoden 1 and 2, so that's a selling point for me. But so many other games, like, I don't know, it's more like a complete package, isn't it? But, like, who wrote this, and then what else did they do? Thinking of all this lore, sat down. I mean, maybe it was more of a group think tank.
The The story of creation begins with Guval, the maker of all things. From the tree of 7 branches, Guval carved the spheres of creation, Urgal and Kosas. Urgal is the city of light and joy that lies beyond the Vaheomo, the sea of stars where Angadi keeps watch. These are the white spires of heaven, beyond the fires that vanquish night and winter. Kosas is the world, and here we have lived since the firstborn. The sea and the mountains, the fish and the birds, and all people of all kingdoms belong to Kosas. In Kosas we live, and in Kosas we shall die.
In Kosas.
Guval, the maker of all things, created his children, Amesido, god of the sea, Lahara, goddess of the flame, Vadagar, god of the earth, and Urath, god of the sky. From the white stones of his city, Guval cast down his children. Never shall you cross the gates of heaven, said the maker of all things. Here I am Lord, and I shall rule so all creation knows my tyranny. Kosas shall be your kingdom and your prison.
That's not very nice. I mean, I guess this is just borrowing from all religions, really, isn't it? And it's a bit Greek and with Poseidon. Tell me about the city of the gods.
The children of Guval gathered at the center of the world, and there built the city named Iliose, for all would know this place as the city of gods. Urath said unto them, Here we shall make a people to serve and worship us. This very temple was built upon the city of Iliose, for Manel means city of gods in the tongue of the old Runari. In the forge of the gods, the children of Guval created the 4 tribes of the world, the Kosani of Vadagar, the winged Sudani of Urath, the Munari of Amesido, and Lahara's infernal Odoni. We are the descendants of the Sudani, though we lost our wings in the Arenegeth.
I'm getting lost with all these names. So who are the sea people, and where are they? The banishment of Guval.
Stone by stone, the children of Guval built the tower of Ina to reach beyond the Vaheomo, where Angadi keeps watch. Up the winding stair they marched to Urgal, the shining city of light and joy. The walls of heaven fell. From the white spires of Urgal, Urath banished his father, the maker of all things. Cursing his children, Guval set the celestial sphere in motion. As the seasons turned, death came to Kosas, and the children of the 4 gods grew old and died.
Oh. Pile of names are rough. They are. For me too, like it would help a lot if there was subtitles. Maybe there are. Maybe it's been cut off by my PAL TV, but I find it easier to read it spelt out. I'm Famric of the Moano. Moano. That wasn't one of the names, was it? Tell me about creation. Was that the last one? Doomed Iona.
The windows of our temple also tell the story of doomed Iona, daughter of Amesido. Vadagar, god of the earth, fell in love with Iona, enraptured by the beauty of her song. Vadagar raised Iona's palace above the waves, but as a fish cannot live out of water, Iona perished in her lover's arms.
Oh.
Amesido grieved for his daughter and swore vengeance. With a great wave he struck the earth and flooded the cities of the Kosani, children of Vadagar. Those who survived the deluge fled to Sanavar, mountain of the wise, where they await the return of their god.
Kosani, that's a word that I've heard, I think, or read. Feels like something I'd hear in Japanese and think I hadn't understood, only to realise that half the words are made up. Yeah, exactly. God, could you imagine translating this? This didn't come out in Japan. Hierophant. That was the last story of creation, wasn't it? Doomed Iona. I might rewatch these later, like on YouTube, because sometimes I think things make more sense when you've got a bit more context. I am the leader of the... I guess it's done now. I'm the leader of the Order of Uraf. Sworn guard... See, at least now I know who Uraf is. I was getting confused. Sworn guardians of the eternal right. As long as one voice speaks the right, the world shall endure. This has been our mandate since the Arenagath. Because I was just wondering if all the gods... We're obviously supposedly the offspring of Uraf with our fallen wings. But what about the other 4 gods? What about the other 3 gods? The water one. I think he just said in that story that they live at the mountains or something. Or that was the earth god waiting for his return. Don't know. Bit confusing. Oh my god, there's more people. Erasmus. He's been watching from the shadows. A scholar of theology and a priest of the High Temple. Scholar, I'm studying the writings of the ancients. When the ancients cannot provide the truth, we must find the answers for ourselves. From the mysteries of gods are born the wars of men. Wars of religion. The Silurian Crusade. The Garnic Heresy. I mean, it's just this nonsense. What is this? The Inquisition of the Nuvasarim. The wars are of old as the Arenagath. Arenagath? The war between Urath and his sister Lahara is called the Arenagath in the Old Tongue, or the War of the Gods. In the third Arenagath, Lahara destroyed Urath, plunging the world into chaos. Chaos? The darkest era creation has ever known. We lost our true language, and our knowledge of the gods. We nearly lost the eternal right. The eternal right? The words of the right keep the forces of creation in motion. Since the death of Urath, we have forgotten the true words, corrupted over time. Corrupted? During the chaos, the Holy Ones devoted their lives to preserving the right. As long as one voice utters the sacred words, creation will endure. Endure? So that the right would survive. These Holy Ones searched for disciples to whom they could pass on the sacred words. Disciples? Over the centuries, the words changed or were forgotten, and so the world fell into disorder. Discovering the true right is the mission of our order. Mission? At the end of the chaos, the disciples gathered at the first Synod of Dumari to decide which words belonged to the true right. Factions and sects emerged. The age of heresies had begun. Synod. This game is both wordy and chock full of exposition. How is your character so clueless to it all? Because I am a mere farmer, apparently. I guess. But we are sort of like... I guess we've lived in the sticks. Trying to keep a low profile. We obviously are a sort of chosen one. Well, I don't know if we're actually a chosen one though, but we're important. Metal Gear. A high temple continues the work. Sorry, I just feel like this music's crescendoing, but nothing's actually happening. Like, just calm down. High temple continues the work begun at the Synod of Damare. We correct the right as the original words are revealed to us. The monks of Iona have proven useful. Iona. I do remember Iona. Iona's a location that we go to, I think. The monks live on an island off the coast of Medeva. They are a dangerous sect of sorcerers, devoted to the study of Aosi. What's Aosi? Aosi is the language of the gods. Guval created the universe in these shifting glyphs. To mortal mind, the divine words lead to madness and death. Madness? I kind of don't like the way that we keep repeating just one word. It's kind of... Just continue talking. Though the monks denounce the eternal right in their madness, the scrolls of the Great Library contain much that is of use to us. Denounce the right? The words of the rite are mere shadows of the divine language. The monks have said they are nothing more than fools, that no wise man ever heed. Nothing more than fools? I'd like a game where you're not the chosen one, but rather a guy who decided that someone has to do something. Well, one song is that, I guess. I think there's quite a few games that do try to go against that trope. Heed? Farewell! Gemmed the alms giver. Alms, alms for the poor. What is the purpose of the order? To meddle in the politics of the realm, or burden serfs with taxes? Some of us among the priesthood are devoted to the true mission of our faith. True mission? With all the gold in its coffers, the order preaches generosity while hoarding its wealth. Thus the almsgivers can share only a pittance for the poor. Pittance? Hoarding its wealth? Look how these vain parrots parade around in their cloth of gold finery and gilt vestments. Aye, they make even the lords look like paupers. Poor? The poor are everywhere. The almsgivers go into the old city where Tancred's whores, thieves, and beggars all wait to die. We go into the villages and towns where those without wealth to own land work like slaves for their masters. There are lepers, outcasts, madmen locked away in the keep, or shunned from the walls of every town. Someone must show mercy. Wild arms! 1,000 arms! I do love the music though in this game. It's incredibly underrated, I think. Just because obviously nobody's talking about it. I did look up the music earlier. Apparently the composer of this, like, he doesn't seem to have done like tons and tons of stuff. I think he did TV as well. But he's supposedly, due to fan demand or something, is re-releasing the soundtrack in HD or something on his YouTube page. Which is nice. Prelate. Music seems rather subdued. I like it. Reminds me a lot of the Kane series. Tyrion the Wise, Prelate of the Order of the High Temple. Prelate? I am the temple's envoy to the court of King Belias. In the name of the Hierophant, I offer counsel to the king. The High Temple has more land than any lord and 5,000 lances to defend it. Without the Arathi... Hang on. The High Temple has more land than any lord and 5,000 lances to defend it. Without the Arathi, the king would not be king. Wait, who are the Arathi? I'm confused. I want to start this conversation again. I think I kind of lost the plot there. Tyrion the Wise, Prelate of the Order of the High Temple. I am the temple's envoy to the court of King Belias. In the name of the Hierophant, I offer counsel to the king. Okay. The High Temple has more land than any lord, and 5,000 lances to defend it. So I guess it's religion and state sort of thing. Without the Arathi, the king would not be king, so he's a puppet figurehead, I guess. The Hierophant of the Order of Arath crowns the king of Medivh, and he rules by our mandate. Crown. The princes of the Runari are descendants and heirs, Hierophants, of the god Urath. This is the Hierophant proclaimed 6 centuries ago, and so the Medivhan conquest began. The 300-year war among... Sorry, this part of the music gets really loud in my ears. 300-year war among the 13 clans. Though the Runari won the crown long ago, the war continues in the hearts of Medivh's laws. Crown? You know, the circular metal hat that we let the king wear to show his status. King? The Runari are the people who settled on the banks of the Dahu River, where Lenele stands today. King Belias is a descendant of their princes. Who's the Runari then? Were they one of the gods? Perhaps the eternal rites shall bring Urath back from the dead. One must have faith in the words. I hear the voice of Urath speaking through the priests. 1,000 lances, including lance bass and lance alms, are strong. most sacred rituals of the eternal rite are held in the Forge of Uraf, below the altar of our god. Ooh. The lore is deep in this one. Baldur's Gate, though, is Baldur's Gate like this? Ooh. A blue glass shard. A shard from ancient Sudani cities of glass, where Lahara murdered Uraf. The cities of our Sudani ancestors shattered and became the Vehimo, the sea of stars that shine at night. So I only played a couple of hours of Baldur's Gate, and depending on interest, I wouldn't be opposed to streaming Baldur's Gate. But I guess this game is sort of a test run for how a heavy, story-intense game might play out on Twitch. I don't know if I'd have the energy for one. Player-side interaction is more the one-word questions. Oh yeah, no, I know that part. What I mean is just the amount of like backstory and lore that's not necessarily forced. Sorry, I'm just moving my cushion. Not necessarily forced on you, but it's like there to discover. I guess it's like Skyrim does as well. Like if you just stick to the main story, you'll whiz through and probably miss it all. Is it nearly this intensely worded? I got to like the second or third big town in Baldur's Gate because I bought the enhanced editions on the PlayStation 4 because I'm just not a PC gamer. I can't and never will be. I'm sure it's better, but I just can't. So when they finally put those on console, I was all over them. We've talked to you, Erasmus. Can't as well lore can be found elsewhere. Because, I mean, some of it's Dungeons and Dragons, isn't it, essentially, I assume. Have we talked to you? Chaos, yes. Talked to you. But I'm going to play them, obviously, properly at some point anyway, but I just don't know whether it would be something to stream or not. It just seems an investment, at least. Asking many questions to learn what he can. He just wants to give off the impression of being a farmer. Super tough, but advice for getting a full party of 6 and 2 you can grind levels for your main character. I've heard stuff like that, but then I don't know. I kind of just want to play it and enjoy it and not stress about. I can't remember, but do the enhanced versions have like sliders where you can just turn down the difficulty if it is that bullshit? But I don't know. Difficulty slider, yeah. If I was streaming it, I probably wouldn't think too much about the slider because it would be quite stressful. I have no time to speak to you of gods and rights. One of your order has gone missing. This is the matter of grave concern for the priests of the High Temple. Baldur's Gate uses D&D rules and D&D hates low levels. Can't find the two with level 3 characters and could not go any further. Yeah, I used to find with Skyrim I'd hit a certain point with that where everything was just one-shotting me unless I turned the slider down, and it was quite miserable because I was a mage. And then you'd go into like a dungeon and the physical like soldier people would just like, or somebody with an arrow just take a pop shot and you just die because everything had scaled insanely. So I'd have to just crank it down. Broken at high levels, worthless at low. See, when I started Baldur's Gate, I was being a magic user, I think I made a character. I spent ages thinking about it and stressing about it, and I did one. And I remember getting to a town. I can't remember now. I did the start sequence. I got to a town where there was like a cutscene, somebody attacking somebody, I think it was, or whatever. And I remember there was like some woman. Oh, I can't even explain this. I can't remember enough, but I was enjoying it. The one that I enjoyed the most was what's it called? Divinity: Original Sin. I never quite finished that, but I was really enjoying that. I really, really liked that game. I tried to play it with a friend though, but I found it too stressful to play in the same room because, as you can see from me streaming this, I like to read the story and get everything and experience like all the stuff going on. And my friend, like, it's just a different taste, but he's more just I want to just rush through and get on with it, and he's like bombing off and triggering main quests and stuff, and I was just like, oh my god, I want to talk to the barmaid, and you've already like picked up all these main story quests and I missed what they said, and it was just really stressing me out. I didn't like how the game doesn't like try and keep you together. The game just lets, like, you can just play 2-player on Divinity Original Sin. One person can just like do the main story while the other person is doing the shopping. I just didn't like that. Once you do that with 3 characters and the rest of your party levels are matched, and then to really start to become good. Our magic users are not extremely powerful, but the level cap is just too low in 1. Lower level characters have trash HP, hitting level 2 practically doubles your HP. Casters in D&D are a mess for balance. I've never played real D&D. Started your game, redid your characters because I would not lower the difficulty level, instead I got Star Protection. Taught it to my mage. Use that spell to grind on basilisks near the temple until I hit 12 to 14. See, when I was playing, Pillars of the Earth, I was enjoying that. I should have finished that as well. There's a lot of games that I start and don't finish. I was being what are they called, like the ice elf race of people that live like in the Icelands. It was fun. Gone missing. An initiate named Elodak, a lad of great promise. His cell was found empty 3 days ago, with no word from him since. How can I help? Help? I imagine there's nothing you can do. This is an internal matter. However, if you should hear any word about young Elodak, tell us at once. We got a quest. I'm game for Baldur's Gate though. What I played of it, I was really enjoying it, and I could get in the right mind frame of it being old. I'm just not sure how much fun it would be to stream or not as a new person. I don't know if I'd want the stress. When I am a priest of the High Temple, I will speak to the Eternal Rites and teach the holy words to initiates after me. I am one of the chosen. And I think that is the end, quite literally, of all that they designed. Nothing here either. I think it'd be fun. The games are full of content. You never have to walk that far to find something interesting. See, I love streaming Oblivion when I did. That was really fun, and I kind of just, I don't know why I stopped doing Oblivion, but I was just busy with other stuff, and then I got really big into streaming Mega Drive, and that became a thing that I was doing every single time I went live. I always knew I wasn't going to do Mega Drive every single stream, but it was just, it took a long time for me to not want to because I was enjoying it so much. But I did always keep saying like, oh, I will play other games at some point on stream. It's nice to have a bit of a variety, I think. I think I've done this. Did I go all the way up the staircase? I think so. Did we talk to this person? The prelate? Yeah, we did. That's where we got the lore dump about the king and the politics. Baldur's Gate is actually pretty modern from CRPG perspectives. I didn't have too much trouble jumping after all these years. Well, like I said, on the console version that I have, it just seems a little bit more friendly towards me. It still was pretty brutal though. It lets you walk around with the analog stick, which is a nice addition, I think. They've done that. They were so expensive though. I need to get the other ones actually before they become super rare, because they will get rare, the physical copies, but I need to get I've got Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, and then they did what's the one that everybody raves about? Planescape or something? Planescape, which people say is like one of the best RPGs ever made. Please don't tell me any spoilers about it, because I don't want to know. I know absolutely nothing about that game, and at some point I want to play it. I've just heard that it's great, but I don't know why. But I kind of just know I want to play it. Lord Amund. Oblivion? What's that face for? Personally, I think Oblivion's hideous and boring, especially compared to Morrowind. I really enjoyed what I was playing of it. I'm always tempted to play Oblivion again. Torment isn't amazing gameplay-wise in my opinion, but Rising is outstanding. Yeah, I wonder if it's probably, maybe, I wonder if it's like this almost, but maybe better, or like the Legend of Heroes. It's got that blue kafug on the cover, I think. Planescape. I always remember the cover from Planescape. I am Sir Ammond, Lord of Osan. Osan? Osan is a holding of the High Temple. I am a vassal of the Order. Though other knights and lords swear an oath of fealty to the king, I am bound by oath to the Hierophant of the Temple. Oath? We have sworn to defend the temple against its enemies. We guard the strongholds of the Order, and we march to war under the banner of Uraf. War? Huh! With its vassals and free swords, the temple commands an army that rivals the hosts of any lord. The true power of the Order isn't the eternal right, but its swords and lances. I feel like we're getting the impression then that the church is actually in charge here. Shock, shock, horror, horror. Shock, shock, horror. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. I think we've done. I don't think we missed any quests. On the original box, I always remember it too. The box is so iconic. Like, I'm not even a PC gamer and I remember that box art. Religion. Huh. Miss those clunky PC boxes. The only ones I had was Tomb Raider, I think. It was nice slipcase, Tomb Raider Unfinished Business. Because I love Tomb Raider, so I bought it again to play the Unfinished Business levels. It's a great story, because guess what? In true PC fashion, didn't work, so I never played them. That was great. Just wasted my money on a game that never ran. Woo! I need to play that again someday. So my Baldur's Gate box somewhere. I can't believe you played Baldur's Gate for how little you seem to have played of PC2. The one that I played, I got free with a magazine that we had in the UK called PC Ace or something. I got a game called Stone Keep. It's not quite the same, well, it's not the same at all really. It's just a dungeon crawler, but I played Stone Keep and I quite enjoyed that, and I'd like to get a way to be able to play that again. Can't remember if it's on Steam or not. The only game like this I owned was Champions of Norrath. What's that? I'm gonna Google that. Champions of Norrath. I'm just always happy when things are on a console. Oh, Realms of EverQuest. I recognise the cover of that though. That lady. I do like... It's weird because it's like I do like this genre. I just don't buy it. I was so JRPG biased. I would never buy like a Dungeons and Dragons type game. Traumatic opening cutscene. I just remember those bloody... Isn't it ants? Ants everywhere in that game. And you could, but what I thought was really neat at the time was that you could like draw on the map. It was really cool. Her Champions of North is extremely impressive technically for PS2. Really? Did it come out in PAL territory? Maybe I could get a copy someday. A sequel called Champions Return to Arms was released in 2005. It came out in the EU. And so did the sequel. It uses a reworked, expanded Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance engine. See, that's one I want to play too. That's also... Wait, what? You can get Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance on the PlayStation 4? Interesting. Also, what's happened with Baldur's Gate 3? Is that getting a console release? Or what? Right, where are we now? Re-release recently. What, Baldur's Gate 3? Oh, Dark Alliance. There's something else on the disc. Oh, I think it's is it Neverwinter Nights? Is that another Infinity Engine game? because there's Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 on a collection, and then there's Planescape and something else on another collection as well. And I've forgotten what the something else is. But I would just like to get those. I think they're really nice to have, though. I really love the box for those. A bit nice, a successor to the Infinity Engine. Maybe there's one more before that. Well, I could probably just let me just look it up. It'll be quicker. What was it? Planescape PS4. I'm sure that it comes with something else. Icewind Dale. That's it. Icewind Dale. And you get them both on one disc. I really need to buy a copy of that before it becomes insanely expensive, which it probably already has. Built around being more online. And that was Icewind Dale. And then there's one more game that they did, because it was all the same company that was releasing them. I think they did one more game and it was a 3D game. Oh, what's happening here?
Please, I beg of you, I must see Iago.
That's Lord Iago to you. Well,
Then Lord Iago it is. I have urgent business.
business? What business? Will you sell him turnips? Has he borrowed your plow?
I come by his command.
Oh my.
Stand aside and let me pass.
Listen, peasant. You be on your way now.
Iago is expecting me. Ask him. My name is...
Irrelevant. Now go, or I'll spill your blood on the palace gate.
What's wrong, Your Grace? Won't they let you in the palace?
Huh? Who
I
are
love
you?
her.
Follow me. I know a way in.
What are you talking about?
Come on. I'll explain when we get there. The guards are watching.
Don't you love her ye oldie American accent?
So this is your way into the palace? Through the sewers?
Come
These
on!
tunnels date back to the City of Gods. They'll take you anywhere in Linnell, if you know the way.
I'm not going in there unless you tell me who you are and what you want.
I know her
As you wish.
voice. I'm sure I know her voice.
My name is Felice. I work for Tancred.
Tancred? The Prince of Beggars?
Yeah, that's the one. Prince of Beggars and King of Fleas.
How do I know you won't cut my throat down there or stick a knife in my back? Why should I even trust you?
I wouldn't trust me if I were you, but you want to get in the palace, and so do I.
But why are you here? What do you want from me?
There's something I need to get from the palace.
But why are you helping me?
Because I need your help. The sewers are dangerous. I can't risk it alone.
You're making a mistake. I'm a farmer, not a warrior.
But your need is as great as mine. Let's go.
Oh, and in we go. I feel like I know her voice. I was just going to look it up. I was wondering if it was Wendy Lee. I don't think it is. Karen Anglin. What has she done? Chicago PD. Fleece has now joined your party. While exploring, Fleece automatically follows you. During combat, Fleece attacks, defends, and uses special abilities based on her current instructions. You can change her instructions by pressing triangle and shooting the status option from the menu. The different instruction sets are explained in the manual, which I don't have. There are special commands that you can now use with multiple characters in your party. Pressing L2 or R2 enables you to switch to the previous or next party member respectively. You can also enter solo mode with R1. In solo mode, other party members will not follow you, and if you enter combat, they will not assist you. However, if they are attacked, they will fight back. Joseph has access to more skills. No, Fleece has access to more skills than Joseph started with. Her feeding abilities allow her to pick locks, kick, and backstab enemies. Press square and access to access the skills menu. I knew she had a kick, that's what I remembered. I still want to just finish looking this up though. My brother and I played through Neverwinter Nights together. Vanilla campaign is really boring in my opinion, but the second expansion, Horde of the Underdark, was great. Feels very Baldur's Gatey. Your character is a higher level than that. Looks cool. Posture is too expensive PS2 launch title. I mean, it's I don't know why they always have to go for that, like ye olde British in all fantasy. It doesn't necessarily need to be, but actually interested to see you try Dragon Quest 8 if you've not already done so. I have not, but I'm probably not going to stream Dragon Quest 8. I don't think. I don't even know when I'm going to play it. I just picked it up because it was cheap. But I'll probably play Dragon Quest 7 first. But those games are so long. I probably just play them off stream. I think. I don't know. There's just so many games to play. Just a second before we carry on, I'm just whizzing through like what she did as a voice actress. Seems like she's done a lot of TV. I don't recognise her. Karen Anglin, voice actor. Oh, she's. Oh, I thought she was working on Fiverr. No, I can't get it to cut. I can't be asked. I thought I could get that website, you know, that behind the voice actors, whatever it is, but. Okay, well we should probably save, you know. I haven't saved the whole stream. That's quite terrible. I'm just used to, you know, playing retro games that don't even have a save. Let's overwrite that. Game saved. I don't know. I kind of hadn't finished really in the town, to be honest, but maybe we could go late. I don't know whether we should, because I think there's quests to do in the sewers that we should probably pick up before we go in. Hasn't been anything dangerous so far, no threat to your progress, except a power cut. Which, to be honest, has never actually happened in all my time living here. I always worry. Whoops. Oh, what we could do, instead of the sewer dungeon, we can take Fleece and we can go to do that quest in the outskirts of town. Because I think it's getting a bit late to start the whole sewer dungeons. I'm probably only going to go for another half an hour, 40 minutes or something. So maybe we'll clean up a bit more in town, do a side quest or two, and then the next time I play this we can actually go through the sewer. I mean, I may well just play this tomorrow night. I'm that into it right now. And it's my week off work, so bugger out. And there's the exit. I absolutely love this character, Fleece, though. And she has this ability. I don't know if we can do it outside, though. She has pick lock. Where's her... How do I do it? She has invisibility. Maybe it's not unlocked. But she pulls her HUD up and she turns invisible and it's really cool. I guess we should... She's level 4. She's got nothing though. Sword weapons. Bow weapons. I really want her to use bow. Or do I? Dodge. Kick. Aimed attack. Pick lock. Kick. I like her kick. Leg swipe. Slows the targets. Desperation. That can just be back. The same as Joseph. Thank you. Added blow. She's support. She can stay as support, I think. And what's she wearing? She's got a short sword. No, she hasn't. She's got a dagger. Dagger inflicts moderate damage upon you. If I remember with her, maybe I'm wrong, but I can't remember if you can do your backstab if you change his weapon or not. Shirt bestows some protection. Oh, we should buy some more stuff for her, perhaps. Can she equip anything? Seems not. Okay. Aimed attack. Oh, she's got aimed attack which adds blind, cripple, or slow. Pick lock. Pick lock is going to be useful though, isn't it? Oh, I love running around with her. She's so much more interesting to look at, don't you think? Love the thieves. Why she's got her daggers out though? She's going to get us in trouble. Where exactly are we? Let's just... we need to remember where that entrance was. In fact, no, do you know what? Just fuck it. I'm gonna go in the dungeon. I'm gonna get confused. Let's just go, let's just stick with what the game wants me to do. If we need to go back in the dungeon later, so be it. I think it's gonna be a headache late in the long run if I don't just go now. So we'll go in. Because I do this, I obsess about doing all the little bits and bobs early. It's like Final Fantasy 12. When I first, has anybody's played Final Fantasy 12? But I spent the whole time doing side quests and not progressing with the main story at all, including like trying to like kill that T-Rex and everything. It was just insanity. I spent about 20 hours doing all the hunt stuff before I even bothered going to like the second town. And it's like you could do it later and it'd be a lot more manageable. More interesting to look at the Dumpy Block Man in your opinion at least. Well, that's not the reason for me, but I just think she looks great. I like the cape. If Joseph could wear this cape, you know. Right, we're going in. Can I change the camera though? No? Oops. She's got no magic though. I can't remember if she gets magic. There she is, she's ready. I'm sure that she has a stealth thing, but I don't know. I guess it's not available yet. Ooh, Lena Lace. We'll do a bit of the sewers anyway and see how we get on. Because also, I just want a bit of a break to be honest. Like I've been reading all that text for like 2 hours. Let's have a look. Ooh, talk the devil. Golem. The workers of the sewers are at your service. Who are you? I am one of the last golems of brass. By order of King Perrin III, we were constructed to operate and maintain these sewers. One of the last? Centuries have been cruel to us, and our caretakers have forgotten how to repair us when we fail. Repair? A broken golem has lost its soul and has nothing more to live for. The broken golem is angry at the world. Avoid the broken golems, for they will do, they will do you harm. Aww. I like the sewer music. I was using this on the Go Live thing. I want to clear the map a bit so I can actually see it better. Ooh. I don't understand why there's a white line on the side of the screen. In fact, I think it's the party. It's the party people looping over, I think. Ugh, I thought you and you thought pig smelt bad. Read that wrong. So how can she do a backstab? Well, let's change to Joseph. And he goes straight for Fleece, obviously. Where is his back? Oh, Joseph's kicking ass. Probably because we leveled up too much. And bought the bastard sword. Have I got back attack yet, actually? I don't think I have. Boom, we'll give you a kick. Ooh. That's like the elephant sound from the dragon in Suikoden. But yeah, this sort of like Western RPG like fantasy genre, I always dig it when I play it, but then I never play it. And then especially living in Japan, there's a lot less access to it. Not all of them come out over here. I've always fancied the Wizardry series, which is big here. Especially sort of taking on its own life here. Where's Joseph gone? Baby backside. Shame about the folks who made it. It's weird that it carried on without them. Pricey here too, some of them. I see them, they sell like hotcakes, those Wizard games. Retro ones of them, because there's a couple on the Saturn and the PlayStation. Where are all the sewer cleaners? Dead from broken golems? Oh, we should stand at the top of the hill and get our advantage. 40%. Oh, was that a back attack as well? That's why. Yeah. See, this game changes when you got more than one person. Rip in the back. It's more fun as well. I think I like this more now than I actually did at the time when I played it. Because this would have been the first RPG of this type of genre that I'd ever played. I think, anyway. Can't think of anything else. Oh, it's a little bit dark in these sewers.
I grow powerful.
Oh, you would. I want Fleece to grow powerful. How much has she got to go? 62. Yeah, I was trying to force them to sell, they refused, and so they put some business on to force them to shut their doors forever. Final fuck you to them. They gave Japan their full rights to continue making wizardry games. Look into the whole story again.
I am a clever one.
I am a clever one. There we go. There's backstab. How can she... She needs stealth though. Backstabbing this is insanely overpowered as well, if I remember. Hit and damage, yeah, we'll do that. I'll just put it all the way up. Aimed attack. Yeah, we'll crank backstab. Accept those changes. How about Joseph? What is he? Is he unlocked anything new? Heal. I don't remember what Holy does. I kind of whether to look up it. Heavy arms can equip heavier weapons and armor. That could be useful to have a bit more. Get his heal up a bit. Because Joseph actually, he might not look it necessarily, but he is actually a big magic user, if I remember, because obviously he's a summoner. We don't have the ability to summon right now, but we will. So, him as a healer is also not a terrible idea. I feel like there's a lot of clutch moments where he was healing, especially now, because we don't have anybody else to use. What, has he got a new spell? Resurrect. That was a good spell to get. There we go, then. Yeah, I don't really know the Wizardry series that well. I know that they keep on going. I wanna be you. Can I do a backstab? Oh, that missed. Can I do backstab? Oh. Let's just help Joseph out then. I'm gonna attack this one. I'm gonna just be Joseph for a minute, I think. Now, will this work? Oh! Why does he keep targeting me, you bogger? There we go. Ooh, 22. Hard as hell. Why isn't it working? Sometimes it is. There we go. Bam. Devastation. Backside tail. I do remember a lot of the strategies. What works for this is just like get Fleece to run behind them and stab them in the back. Played 8 because it looked really interesting. It had tons of really neat features to its stamina before it's actually considered real-time combat. That game is hard. What's that on? I know that there's a collection on the Saturn. I think that's 6 and 7. Whoop. Got you. Set hours, grant some skills, how's it cover that level or not? Wizardry 8 is on PC. The sort of, I guess, one Western RPG series that I have done, which is not a CRPG or whatever, but, well, I guess it sort of is, but I did do the Dragon Age series. I've done all 3 of them. Really love that game. Well, that game's... My favourite Dragon Age, though, I loved Dragon Age Awakening. I loved the DLC expansion pack for Dragon Age Origins. That was so good. I was really surprised to say that it was just an expansion. I had a blast. Good characters, I think, too, helped. Dragon Age 2, ooh. I liked Dragon Age 2, but there was some character changes that I didn't really like. Without too many spoilers, but certainly went off a few people in that game, but it wasn't as bad as I was expecting compared to what people had said. It was repetitive, yeah, but like, was Dragon Age Inquisition much better? Not really. I didn't like Dragon Age Inquisition as much. I liked it, the main story campaign of Inquisition, and I thought it was wonderful, but the rest of the game was just blow. I really regret the way that I played Dragon Age Inquisition because I tried to do everything, like all the side quests and collecting everything on the map. It just made the game a very miserable experience. If I'd have just stuck to the story, I think I would have had a much different opinion of that game. Because so much of it was just collectathon, dragging shit out, like find the shards. You know, why 5 shards when it could be like 82? You know, because people want to have that. They want to. It seems that games have got to have that 80 hours plus factor to them. Kicking Fleece's ass. I'm actually gonna... Oh my god. Heal Fleece. I'm gonna put a regenerate on her as well, if I can. Why not? Why can't we cast regenerate? Do we not have enough magic? Oh, let's just be fleece and run away a little bit. Padding is a game dev curse.
I
Aye.
one.
Oh, she's a clever one. She's leveled up. Right, go and stab this bugger in the back. Womp. There we go. Baptite's tail. Chaff and blow, solely for the sake of it. Gotta get you 80 hours, exactly. Which is kind of like ironic because I feel like we have so much choice now. Games don't need to be that long. Like when I was a kid, I'd have begged for games to be needlessly 80 hours plus because I could only afford. And I don't think it's just because of being a kid. I'm sure that kids today just have more games in general because games are just, I don't know, more affordable and more normal. So it's like, why do games, they drop in price much quicker than they used to as well. And it's like, I just want games to kind of just bow out sometimes now. Same, want that 1 to 3 games you get a year to last a while. But these days I don't need it. Actually wants a good game, can replay as much as I want. Ton of games available for cheap and free. Exactly, yeah. And also, I'm just also playing old games half the time. Gotta find Monster Hunter. I never played those. Pandora's Box, I think that is. Backstab can go up. We should probably get Pick Lock, you know. I don't know. Let's do. Whoops! Let's do Pick Lock because I don't want to reach locks I can't open yet. She still hasn't learned any sort of stealth though, has she? Do Pick Lock one more time. Free heals there too with the level up. Yes, that is one nice thing. I do like games. It's a silly thing, but it's a plus, isn't it? When you get all your health back upon a death. Play retro games once on set, the principal modern games 360 backlog, all games too. That's rank. I mean, that is essentially just shit, isn't it? Just whizzing down. Right, I'm already disorientated. Have we been down here? Is this a dead end? Let's see if we can mark it off the map. Oh! Wait, was that a thing? Why did she glow yellow? Has she still got slow on? Or oh, she's regenerating. Oh, he automatically did it, I think, with his AI when I wasn't controlling him. Well, that's useful. Let's check up here. I mean, I'm replaying the Summoner right now, you know? It's an old game. Three rooms of wheels and levers open the gates of the sewers. Room A is for Aramond, first son of Perrin. Room B for Beresar, his mournful queen. Room C is for Corianos, the mage who cursed. Wheels and levers open the gates of the sewers. Who cursed them both. Rooms of wheels and levers. Speak to the golems in each room. They will open the gates. A1 and B1 are brother and sister. If one gate is open, the other must be closed. Great. I hate this sort of puzzle. Beyond rooms A and B of wheels, you will find what you are seeking. What am I seeking? You'll find room C of wheels and levers. You will find tunnels to the city above. Where do the tunnels lead? To the old city, the Runari's ancient keep. To the harbour of the Dahu, solemn water. To the palace where sleeps the king of Medivh. Beware the Bathsites. Their teeth are very sharp. Beware the golems in room B. They are angry heaps of brass. PC games, how do you feel like first-person dungeon crawlers? I never used to like them really. I avoid them generally, but I've started to warm to them a little bit now. I picked up, was it PS2 Odyssey, I think it's called in English, on the 3DS. I bought the remake of the first one. Not played it though. I do that a lot, buy stuff and don't play it. I think I bought that one about 3 years ago. Played it for a bit. I was looking at it today. I've always found it difficult to sit down and play DS. I'm a much more of a TV person. Cobra Commando! I have been summoned! Hey, how are you? Thank you for the sub. How was the rest of your stream? Laura, what's it? They look quite fun, that did actually. About to say, if you have an interest in the genre, there are a couple of games more recent times that you might enjoy. Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. I think when I was younger, I definitely really wasn't interested in first-person dungeon crawlers. Because even like the Shin Megami Tensei series kind of turned me off in that sense, but I've started to get into that. Sleepy but good, how are you? Sleepy but good. I'm not that sleepy yet though. Said it much too late. Yeah, you were going late. Every time I kept like walking back, because I went off to like make breakfast and stuff, and I came back and you're still going. I think you'd like it a lot. You always seem to drop by when Kura's here. It's like you know. We're playing the Summoner, and it's I'm in the first dungeon now. I feel like you'd kind of like this game. I don't think it would necessarily be wise for you to stream it though, but I think you might enjoy it. Because don't you have a history of playing a lot of sort of, what was the ones that you said that you played a lot? Was it Neverwinter Nights? You said something that just got remastered that you used to play a lot of. They just come out of the woodwork. I wish it was a bit brighter on this map though, I really can't see. Yeah, you played something. The dialogue in this game is fantastic though. That's why it's a bit of a ooh. Because there's so much talking. Okay. Who are you? What is your bidding? Open gate B1. No, I don't want to open anything yet. I don't even know what I'm doing. In order to proceed past this point, Joseph and Fleece will have to use teamwork. Remember that you can switch to solo mode and control the characters individually by pressing R1. Oh my god. Did enjoy Neverwinter Nights a lot. I think that's the one I've heard you talk about. Said I couldn't stay for Colonel's request, but glad to see you're enjoying it. It's been great so far, better than I expected, especially for Parser. Yeah, I've never played a Parser game. I always wonder that I get frustrated about typing the wrong stuff. I was tempted at one point. Oh, your humble servant, open gate A1, A2. Long live the king! Okay. I was thinking about playing Zork at some point. But I want to find some background music if I did. What is your pleasure? Oh, open gate A3. I shall open the gate. May you live 100 years. What a nice golem. These are the gates then, aren't they? And what is it? Only gate A1 and B1 cannot be opened at the same time. Where is A1 though? Oh, I get it. We have to send Joseph in, don't we? So where's A1? We'll do that now. Are those golems? They sure are. Maybe B1's the first one then? To open B1, I must close A1. Does this please you? It does. Your will shall be done. Uroth be praised! Did he do it? There's not much of a confirmation, is there? Oh, there's B1. Which way do we come through first? Perhaps let's explore more first and find where we're going. Heck yeah, top quality EGAC. Uroth be praised. Blessed be. This map is lousy. It is so dark I can't even see like what the wall outlines. Outlines. I'm just trying to cover all the sides to draw it in. Definitely needs the brightness cranking up. Alright, we talked to you, we've been here. That's the fountain of shit. Oh, that music's crunchy in your ears, isn't it? I like the pixel art in that game you were playing, Cobra. It was very cute. And it was sort of interesting. Did you know what year that was made? Because it was I was like just looking at it and just wondering like how much. It was interesting the sort of programming that they must have done at that time. But I didn't realise you were using the keyboard. Oh, here's the way. Oh. Okay. So we do actually need to do this gate first. But I'm gonna, before I even do, I'm gonna just quickly check. Oh, is there anything over here? Really well done for EGA. What's EGA? Kinda just ignored it the first time, I'm afraid. Trying to pretend to be smart, but I don't know what you're talking about. EGA. No, give up. Apparently I made the game much slower by typing to look at things rather than click on them with the mouse. Type of early graphics. Oh. Well, do you wish you were using the mouse though, or are you enjoying the parser vibes? Funny that they let you do both. I guess it was a transition period where they were starting to phase out parser. Didn't know either till I started Twitch. 16 color palette and style of the early Sierra games. Is that like Monkey Island as well? Tales of Quest came out on DOS in 1989, bloody hell. Green glass shard. A shard from the ancient Sudani cities of glass, where Lahara murdered Uraf. Cities of the Sudani ancestors shattered and became the Vihemo, the Sea of Stars. It's the same description as the other one, isn't it? It's just a different colour. Well, we'll pick it up. Don't know what it's for, but we'll have it. I feel like it's going to be part of a quest. Somebody that's like, I've lost my shards. Text parser's quite fickle adventure game interaction too. Original Monkey Island was in EGA before they upgraded to VGA. Oh, I've heard of VGA. VGA's Dreamcast uses VGA, doesn't it? Is that not? Is that a different thing though? 'Cause I thought that was video signal. Exactly. Oh god, what's over here? Broken brass golems everywhere. Joseph's off. I'll let him do his thing. We'll stab him in the back. Yes. Oh. You heard that. And again. Whomp. Do another one. Oh, stab him good. Before he kills Joseph. Quick, quick, quick. No, he's turned around. Oh, it's all over. Oh, we need to focus the damage down. That was the problem here. Oh, we got it. Oh, we got them both. Wow, good work, Joseph. I think the McVenture trilogy, innovative adventure game genre initially by allowing the user to track things with verbs, interact with the word. After that, everyone adopted the style eventually. Yeah, because Monkey Island, some of them have the... I like how the special edition has the verb. I prefer the verbs though. I don't like the clicking through the weird stuff. I like clicking on the verb tables. It's more just, I don't know, precise to me. Although it was better when they condensed them. Like you don't need open to be one command and close to be another. Just open, close is fine. Well, this is just the other side now. So, why would we want to come here? Oh well. Oh! There's a wheel. Use? Can't use. Oh, I can use that though. But what did that do? Eh? Can this one do something now? Can't use. That one I can though. Use? What's it doing? I don't see it moving anything. Maybe leave it for now. I think I've activated it, whatever it was. Oh, is it drain? No. Controls on 3 buttons is a tad weird. I haven't done 2 yet. I need to play Monkey Island 2. Played 1 so many times. Wait, why does that map look like it's not drawn in? Did I go over here? Wait, this is... Oh, this is opened. This was closed before, I think. No, did I make that up? Oh, this is where I got the shard. Oh god. I just want to turn the brightness up a smidge, please. Oops, cannot be opened from here. I don't want to open it. I reckon that's probably opened a door somewhere then. Wasn't there a gate? There was a gate somewhere, wasn't there, that I walked past that had an open icon on it, but it wouldn't open? I think it was near the start. What's down over here? Oh, that's an exit. Is that's where I came in? Yeah, because there's the golem. Okay. What I should have done actually is just left Joseph and gone solo and then oh, here we are. This was locked, I think. Yeah, this was locked before. I wonder if this is the right way though, or the wrong way. What I should have done is healed, and I didn't. Where does the passage lead? Who's she talking to? Odd time to start talking. Healing draft. I'm almost feeling like I should go back now. Because I haven't finished that puzzle with the golems and the gate. Oh! There is a passage right here. It goes down. Oh god. We're on a new floor. Can barely see a thing. Sometimes I find with these sort of old PS2 games, I think they often have like quite bad brightness levels. Sewers. Why are they always so damn big? Aren't sewers just the shitbags of every RPG? I mean, quite literally, but you know, does anybody in an RPG go, "Oh, goody, a sewer"? Some of the worst sewers. What was the one in Xenogears? Oh god, the sewers in that. Final Fantasy VIII sewers can go in the bin as well. Every game. Yeah, they just don't bring much to the table. Final Fantasy VII Remake, too much sewers. Is this like a wise Bassite? Why has he got a stick? Or is he a shaman? Or a shaman, if you please. Xenogears had mean sewers. Yeah, because wasn't that boss a bitch? If I recall. I only played that recently for the first time during COVID lockdown. Went through Xenogears for my first time. It took me forever. I need to finish Xenosaga. Oh my god, Fleece is like about to die. Come on, Joseph. Your AI is so selfish.
I am a clever one.
Oh, she's a clever one. Joseph's not though, because he's carrying on his spell. What an idiot. I should probably change his AI, but we'll just control Joseph. But he's so boring. What new skills can she have now? Sword, blow, excuse me. Bow, hedge, I can't read. Hedge, hovey. Aimed attack, backstab, appraise, identify better items. What? What would we be appraising? Ten is the max though. We definitely need some pick lock-ins. We need backstab. Oh my god, I'm like doing all the crap skills first though. So I should probably do some of our other stuff as well. Chance of causing status effects, that would be good. But backstab is just so powerful. I want to get it up. Been stuck in the sewers too long, can't tell. Final Fantasy VIII waterways weren't too long, but every screen looked the same. That was the thing, it was just... If you had a guide, like, it actually wasn't that bad, but... I remember that was often where I would get bored with that game. Silent Hill's got some crap sewers as well. Woo! Oh, he's healing? You can go right off. You're gonna get a good backstabbing, I'll tell you that. Oh, she can't get round. No, attack Joseph. I want to stab you in the back. Whatever. Burning Rush. Maybe it's supposed to be going here. Don't think so. Oh my goodness, where is this going? I don't want to go back. Why are you running away? What? Ooh, the camera is not having a good time there. Ooh. Oh, we're actually like kind of dying. What's Joseph doing? Nothing. Probably just focus on one attack. One enemy would be better. Why didn't you do your healing spell? Right, you attack Joseph, and I shall be. Oh, they've always got their back to something. Oh. The back skill is, you know, it's so overpowered. I cannot use it at all. There we go. Oh, 44 damage. Wrecked.
I grow powerful.
You do? Oh, nice for heal. I need to remember to heal myself. That's my problem. No, 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 not you. Oh. No, heal fleece. I should just put regenerate on her. What is more powerful? Oh, he's got fire magic. Finally. Gain access to high level fire spells. I'm going to get them all. What spells have we got? Joseph has fire arrow. Persistent fire damage with a fireball. Fire damage at random targets high. I can't remember if that includes friendly fire. I think it might. Which is pretty crap. Fire arrow. Boom. Lovely. How about a fireball? Oh, God, kicking ass now. Look at that. This is when you start getting into the meat of the combat with this. Gonna toss a heal on Fleece. Even know where we are now. Lenelay sewers still, it says. There's nothing over here. Could do with a light source. We should just, let's put Bless on. I only wish the casting time was a bit faster. Let's try Meteor Storm. Boom! Did that kill them? Oh, absolutely devastates, that does. That spell. Absolutely wrecked that shaman. You can try and heal yourself. You'll be lucky. Keep missing. His heel's getting chunky as well. I feel like this is a quest perhaps, and I shouldn't be here yet. I don't know. At least we're getting experience now. This is a big one. I'm crap with the timings right now. Can't do a single chain. Okay, what is it going down this way? Keep forgetting to press X though, so I could well be walking past items. it's like their little home. I shall summon meteors to destroy it all. Who is that? Why has he got so much health? Yeah, he's definitely a big boy. I'm gonna backstab him. Ooh. There we go. Recovery draft. I kind of want to change his AI. Like, I want him to automatically heal would be nice. Healer caster. If I put him on support though. He's not doing anything yet. Maybe it's because there's no enemies? I would have liked him to take the initiative. Rag doll. A child's doll found in the sewers of Leneley. I feel like that's a quest item. And maybe that was what we needed to come down here to get at some point, but we've already done it, perhaps? Blinding buckler. Ooh, heavy arms 1. Charges blind. This small shield grants very good protection against physical attacks. The shield has the power to blind opponents, though its charges are limited. Is there a way to restore charges, though? I don't even know. Maybe Joseph should put that on now. I assume Fleece can't use it. Oh no, she can. Maybe she should. Yeah, she can have a shield because she's on the struggle bus, I think, too much. I think looks like the end of the area to me, which is a good thing. Definitely check this tent as well. Yes. 1, 2, 3 tents. 4. Let's leave. I wish there was a torch in this. Like, you know, in a lot of games you can get like a torch that you can walk around with to kind of illuminate. That would have been a nice touch and also just helped me to see where I'm going. Yeah, I think that doll, I have a vague memory actually of that being related to a quest. I think there's somebody that wants it. Oh well, we've already found it in advance, I guess. To sell all these tails. Should also remember to heal. These sewers sort of remind me of all those dwarven ruins in Skyrim. I'm not a fan of those, to be honest. I like Skyrim, but those dungeons, oh my gosh, they drag. I wonder why they brick... Oh, do you think they brick this up to try and stop those monsters coming through, but they came through? Deep lore ponderings. Oh, it's nice to be able to see. Where does this go? Oh! God, there's more. Joseph just do his stuff. The difference of unlocking those fire spells.
I am a clever.
Quite bonkers. Boom! Good work, Joseph. Right, what can she do now? Has she got a new skill? Or not? Heavy arms, dodge, kick, aim. Looks the same actually, so we'll leave it there. I'm tempted to just get back, stab all the way up so we don't have to think about it again. And pick lock. Backstab. Accept these changes, yes. Oh, hang on though, I didn't actually... Did I? What's this? It's like a contraption. And it's broken by the looks of things. Oh! Signet ring. A ring bearing the seal of the Lord of Duramel, ancestor of the merchant Pompero. Oh, isn't this a quest? I feel like I've seen Pompero's name somewhere. What's with it? Durgan's Lucky Charm, Sword of the Jarl, Serval's Game. Pompero's, oh, it's right there. Pompero's heirloom. In the Crown District, the merchant Pompero has hired you to find his ancestor's signet ring, which was stolen from his chambers. Oh, it's the chambermaid with Cordelia. So we found it. There we go. It was worth it to do the detour. That must be what the rag doll is also for, but hopefully we haven't missed anything by going out of order. Odd that that doesn't work. Whoops-a-daisy. Right, hopefully we just quickly wrap up this dungeon soon, or I'm just going to get into a comfy place to be able to pick it up in the future. Can't believe, I still just sometimes I'm just like, I can't believe I'm playing the Summoner. Of all the things that I thought I would be streaming on Twitch, I didn't think the Summoner. I didn't think I'd be playing the Summoner anytime soon. But I'm definitely glad that I am. I'm very excited to play the second one, really. But it's been so long. I don't think you need to play the first one, though, to play the second one. Because it's a totally different protagonist and stuff, but I think it might reference a little bit. And it's been so long, I'd like to get those references. Right, hopefully, because I think this will hopefully conclude this dungeon. Gotta go back. Somebody's gotta go down the middle. Wait, is she attacking somebody? Oh no. Somebody's gotta go down the middle. And, right, we'll send Fleece. How do I do that solo? So, Joseph can go through and she can go and swing the, whatever you call it, the cogs with the golem. I think there's a boss here as well, I'm starting to remember. I just had some flashback. The first boss of the game, perhaps. Which reminds me, I should probably save, because I haven't saved. Keep on forgetting. Open gate A. Does this mean you will close B1? Yes. shit, there we go. Oh, he's being attacked. Oh, get in here, you bad boy. This meteor storm seems just insanely overpowered though. For right now. Bye. Open B1. Does this please you? Okay. And then we go through. How am I gonna get Fleece here though? Is she just gonna have to stay for a bit? Probably best I took Joseph. Too slow. That is definitely that elephant dragon sound. Like, I wonder where it comes from as well. Like, it probably was an elephant, isn't it? That's just like slowed down to make like a mystical beast sound. But why does every game use it? 'Cause it sounds crap. Okay, talk to the golem. Speak your desire. Open C3. I actually want you to open the other one so that Home Girl can come back. Before we open anything else. Open gates A1 and B. Well, why can you do this but they cannot? As I have ordained. Ordained I did. Right, she can hopefully, she's hot to trot now. If I just unsolo, will she just make her own way over here? I think she will. I'm just going to let her do it. Just can't be bothered. What does this guy have to say? I'm only here to serve you. Open gate C1. But what about the other one? Are they both C1? C3. Go on, open it. Treat yourself. Is that C3? Looks like it. C1. I wonder if C1 is like an exit, 'cause I think we can loop back to get to town. Is she here now? What is she doing? Oh, she's... Oh, for fuck's sake, girl. You're supposed to be walking over. Useless. I thought the AI was a bit better than that. Fine. Little moments in this sewer where I'm being quiet and I'm just, the music is just so sort of solemn. Oops. Ring of Health. Oh shit, look at that. Max HP 30. Maybe Fleece should have that. How much health has she got? 206 versus Joseph's 288. Yeah, Fleece, get it on, girl. Where is it? There we go. Beautiful. Well, you know what? I sassed her for a crap AI, but I'm glad that I actually manually walked back because I'd have missed that ring. I seem to miss items a lot in this that have killed, like, enemy drops. I feel like I'm pressing X afterwards and seeing them, but maybe not always. Right, there's got to be an exit around here somewhere. I want to see how good her back attack is now. Go and attack Joseph. Oh my god. Why are you attacking me? casting magic probably. I'm gonna change his AI again. Oh, wasn't that good actually. But he was nearly dead. Nothing there. Whoops. Wrecked. Did the XP go down though? It's only 50. Oh, this is going on and on. Medivh Thief. I might just save here in a minute. Although these are people now. Is this a quest? Probably quicker if I just... What are those crates doing there? I mean, the smugglers, aren't they? Clearly. Contemplate for how long it's dragging out. I just ordered myself a sun hat. Praise the sun. I feel like I haven't seen the sun for days. These people are pretty rough, aren't they? For ruffians, I'm gonna stab him good. Go on, stabby stabby. Oh, 53. Felt amazing. Do it again. No, he turned around. Oh well, we got a backstab in the front. Right, you need to do something, Joseph. We're struggling here. Womp 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 womp. Ooh, pretty of time. Hello. How's it going? There we go. Sewer grate key. A key to the sewer grate. Okay, great. Chunk of salt. A large piece of rock salt taken from the smuggler's contraband. Never played this one, only the second. I've only played this one and some of the second. And summoner. It's a good one. It plays very differently though. From the oh, she's not in range. It plays very differently from the second one though, I think. But you might be able to see, like, just from the interface, like, sort of similarities, but this one is not an action RPG. This is like a more of a strategical, what you call it, like real time with pause sort of stuff. Oh. It has a combo system also, a bit like Vagrant Story. We have to press the buttons with the chain flash. Right, I'm just gonna spam that again. Can't be bothered. Oh, 15 gold. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss picking up items after I've killed stuff down. Oh, hello. The workers of the sewers are at your service. Who are you? I am one of the last golems of brass. By order of King Perrin III, we were constructed to operate and maintain these sewers. One of the last. The centuries have been cruel for us, and our caretakers have forgotten how to repair us when we fail. A broken golem has lost its soul and has nothing more to live for. A broken golem is angry at the world. Avoid the broken golems, for they will do you no harm. Same guy as the other one, so I think this is just another way in. Who are you? Oh, it's Serval. He's a quest person. A sharp-eyed man stares at you narrowly. Yes, what is it? He asks suspiciously, with a hand visibly tightening on his sword hilt. I hear you use false coins. I've come for goods you stole. I hear you use false coins. If the coins I used were false, I defy you to prove that I knew of it. I've come for the goods you stole. You have stolen nothing. I paid for this clothing with coins received for a task I performed. What was the task? A man paid me for services rendered, though I know not why that matters to you. Who paid you? A merchant with a purse full of gold. What more can I say? Describe this merchant. No more answers. Ooh, Joseph, I haven't finished reading. No more answers will you get from me. Your accusations will be your doom. Will they, buggery? Bye. Oh, we got silk garments. I want to wear them. Expensive silk clothing tailored in the latest courtly fashion. Also burnt to a crisp by my meteorites. Where does this take us, though? Leneley Old City. Oh, God. That's the way out. Let's go out for now. Might be a good place to have a break here. We haven't even been in the old city yet, though, actually, so I won't even recognise where we're coming out from. I wonder if we could have always have come through this way. Did we need fleece? Oh! Who down? Whoops, I want to talk to you specifically. Murder. Mark my words, if nothing is done, Leneley will be swarming with basites. It's an infestation. Oh, he's probably going to give us a quest that I've already just finished. Who are you? I'm Murden, cleaner of sewers. Well, I would be if it weren't for the basites? Hideous, six-legged beasties, eaters of filth. They've nested in the sewers and chased us cleaners away. We're the lifeblood of the city. You'd be neck-deep in your own muck if it weren't for us. But now it's too dangerous to work. Dangerous. We've petitioned the city guard. Go kill the basites yourself, they say to us, cowards and ingrates. Kill the basites? We will take pride in our work, but we're not fools. Fight a basite, feed a basite. Bakite? I don't know. I don't like either way of saying that. The proverb goes, so we're offering a bounty. Bounty? 50 gold per basite, but you have to fetch us proof the beastie's tail will do. Ooh. Give him the basite tails, yes. Foul creatures, even their tails fill my heart with dread. Here's your bounty. 1,450 gold, that is quite a lot. No, I've got none. Right, well now that that's open, where are we? Ooh, unexplored. Can we explore some? Okay. I think... Dang, making bank. Very nice. And you have the silk. I do. I do. Let's see. I don't even know where we are on this map because we've come out the other end. Oh gosh, you can tell we're in the Thief City. The police are... sirens are going. Is that a cat? I thought it was a leaf. That is a sad looking animal. Ooh, hey harlot. The war will lure away the men, so I'll go back to washing clothes. Wealthy merchants across the river don't pay so well, but it's an honest wage. I thought you were a harlot. I don't envy your lot in life, ploughman. Clawing in the mud for turnips, only to be taxed by the lord or butchered by the rennies. Give me a barrel to break my back any day. Potter. A lot of pots tonight. Nothing is more glorious than battle. Drums and trumpets, swords and shields, 100 banners and 100 colours. Very enthusiastic, Potter. Gimardi. Rest your scythe and join the Gimardi. End the reaping and the gleaning. She ain't giving it away. She's playing coy. Let freedom be your master. Why chain yourself to the land? The king lives off your blood and toil. Laundress. The Reeve of Ermine says the 4 riders leave the invasion. The only thing worse would be Lahara herself. Oops. The Rennies eat the flesh of their enemies. There's not a pit deep enough of all Lahara's kingdom for those vile devils. Ooh, what should we do with a drunk soldier? We'll be killed, our brains bashed in, marching through the mud and slop, knee deep in blood and bowels, rambles the soldier. All for the glory of a man on a horse. Didn't seem that drunk. War, war, always war. We have more urgent business than killing and death. If the farmers can't get their harvest to market, we're in for a long winter. Ponders the farmer. Is this the one that we can go in? There's a sign. Aurenian. Murad invades the kingdom. So I got distracted by his hat. And we are held to blame. I have no love for the Emperor, I assure you. For years Aurenians have lived peacefully in Leneley. Why are we now the enemy? I feel like I've talked to you before. Are you a repeat NPC? One of the few in this game? Or did you just walk over here? Ooh, Pedrog. The old city is no place for village farmers to go wandering. Fiends and devils haunt these alleys. Who are you? My name's Pedrog and I work for Tancred. Tancred, who's that? Tancred rules. Oh, yeah, I think he's a sort of a what you call him, a Bill Sykes, or the boss in charge. Tancred rules the old city, master of the thieves and smugglers he is. If you need something you can't buy in Avram market, you talk to Tancred. Smugglers? The king's men look the other way. We have an agreement, but word on the street is a few renegades are running their own black market. Black market? Aye, selling salt from the Savic. They sneak into I just killed him. Found the salt as well. They sneak into the Leneley to avoid the tariffs. Problem is, Tancred never sees a cut, so he wants them shut down. Shut down, you say? All I see is information where the smugglers are hiding their goods. Give me a location and a piece of evidence, and you'll earn Tancred's gratitude. He's a generous man, no matter what his enemies say. Quest journal updated. About that soul. Whoops. Tell him what you found in the sewers. Clever lad. Do you have any evidence? Hang on, I missed the first line. It's bugging me. Double clicking. What does the turnip farmer have to say? You learn anything about those smugglers? Clever lad. Do you have any evidence? Ah, well done. Your Uncle Tancred will be pleased to hear the news. Here's your birthday present. We got experience and 900 gold. Ooh, lots of money now. I don't feel bad about buying that tunic. Or drinking that drought. Or that libertation, whatever it was. So, I think we should, if we'd have come here first, we'd have picked up these quests, but it doesn't matter too much that we didn't. Oh, what's happening here, lads? There's one, we'll get a fine bounty for him. Oh, they're going to press him. But I'm so old and crooked, I couldn't hold a plough. A spear is a light burden, old man, come with me. Oh. Like I'm witnessing something. Watch yourself, Elaine. You'll be marching north of the King's army. That's our job, you see. We earn a handsome bounty finding soldiers for His Majesty. Vagrant. Do I look able-bodied to you? My children are hungry little birds, and the few coins I beg for is all the worms that feed them. A lot of these people have all got eye patches. What's going on? Why are people like losing their eyes? Laundress. Press ganging people into soldiers. The Reeve of Ermine says the 4 riders lead the invasion. The only thing worse would be... Oh, we talked to you. The thing worse would be talking to you a 3rd time. All our friends have turned against us. They call us... Oh, we talked to you as well. You're still whinging about being an Iranian. Ooh, sweet Lahara, I'll never drink again. Oh. Until next Saturday. Crawl back to the dung heap from which you come, peasant. Or came, sorry. We've enough trouble in the old city without villagers scrabbling for a few coins to be had in this district. Sorry, I buggered his tents up. Beg your pardon. So that's the way back into the sewers, which is where we need to go, and I'm not going to do that today. That will be another stream. We can also possibly hand in some of those quests and stuff, but I think... How much? Let me see, just clean this bit of the map maybe. I don't envy your lot in life, ploughman. Clawing in the mud for turnips, only to be taxed. I've read you before. I think we're getting some repeats here, or I'm getting deja vu. The foolish son of mine thinks he'll find glory on the back. We've talked to you as well. I think there's some... Yeah, I think this area seems to have a lot of repeat dialogue, which is a shame. Even hope has a price in the old city. There's no charity and kindness, but what's for sale? If a pit offers you something for free, and he's already got a shiv in your back. Do you hear how they speak of the Oranians? Do you see how the Iranians have suffered? For years they've lived peacefully among us. Oh, do you know what I didn't do? I got confused. I think I got distracted by a person. Did I open that door? I said that there was a sign and I thought there was a door, but then I think I talked to the person instead. I did not. Iranian shopkeeper. I'm very sorry, I do not have more to offer. Iranian goods are now very scarce, said Leneley. Soon, I fear Iranians will be scarce as well. Oh, wow, look at this. Swordsman's ring. Blessed necklace. He's selling the same thing as another person sells this. Although, now I've got the money, perhaps I should get them. Can I sell anything? Oh, I want to buy both. Should I get more speed? Where is attack speed? Or sword weapons +1? Choices. I'm gonna get... Oh, we'll get this... Oh, I don't know. I get the swordsman's ring. We'll give it to Joseph. He's worked hard. So that should give him even more sword power now. And maybe we don't, we don't perhaps need to level it up for a bit. Because 10's the max anyway. But I wonder if it's like, on some of those RPGs that you get where 10's the max, but with accessories you can go past that. Or if it's just 10's the max. Because if it's 10's the max, that'll save us a skill point. Water carrier. All day long we haul water from the river and the wells, all the while fending off servants who seek to do mischief with their ladles. None have rights to the pail but us. A bit high and mighty, isn't she? I feel she pales in comparison. Getting carried carried away, drawing the outline. I guess at least we've almost done the entire city now, as far as I can remember there being though, because this is the final big area. Sort of working our way through. You can't even get down there. Gravedigger? A new pick and spade I'll need before the old moon wanes. Happy days are these for us who dig graves. Who are you? Labourer. When the day is done, you'll find me in the tavern. I'll drink my day's wage to forget the ache in my bones. Got all the joy you can from this godforsaken world, Cotter. Get all the joy you can. What's he going to do? Have a lie down in the corner? Rennies speak the tongue of spiders. Their blood flows black and vile. Should you get a world map vehicle at any point? I don't think so. Can you imagine? I don't think the world map's actually that big. It's just a lot of empty space, empty locations thing. Like, well, an empty map with sparse locations. I mean, I can remember there's a monastery that we go to, and there's a swamp, but I think they might actually be the same place. And then I don't really remember any other. I know there's one more sort of location. I think we go to Orenia at some point, maybe. And that's all I remember from the game. It's such a hazy memory. I'm sure there's more locations though. But if you pay a soldier at dusk, his wage is spent by dawn, gambling away in the taverns. If I've even one coin left in my pouch. Oh god, I can't read. If I've even one coin left in my pouch on my dying day, may Lahara eat my soul. I will not waste another copper on this cheater, rancid he is, with his magic dice. He swears he's an honest man, then wins every roll. None but Lahara has that kind of luck. Draw no blades if you value your skin. Oh, they were having a chat, but now they're angry. If you pay a soldier... Oh, we've read you. We'll bury our knives in each other before we fight the Rennies. When the lads cheat you out a coin, who needs the Emperor and his riders? Exactly. There's another one. Or is it the same one? Gotta watch out for doors with signs though. So you hear how he mocks me, this pernicious lord. If it's glory he finds in battle, he'll not give me a second thought, and if he should die, he'll think on me less. A woman of your charm should be at court. Are you lost, my lord, or do you seek work at the slaughterhouse? Oh. This lady's too cruel. In a fortnight I'll be crowned in glory for my deeds of war, or I'll lie dead in the ploughman's field. Why must she be so brutal with my heart's desires? Because she's a harlot. Like, it's there written above her name. Does she have a name? She's just harlot number 2. I've asked the gambler. I've heard of you. When all these soldiers march off to die, what use will they have for gold? Better I win it from them than let the vultures have it. At least I'll have earned my gold. Do you have the sailor's lucky charm? You mean that earring? I sold it to Gavin, the pawnbroker in the old city. Go ask him about it. There we go. Plot thickens with that. Harlot, no daughter of mine will sell her flesh like butcher's meat. He's from the fraternity of Pin. Have I shamed the mighty maker of pins? Sadar, I raised our standing in this world. Indeed, the gods are dead. I can't read that fast. Oh, go away. Indeed, the gods are dead if it has come to this. Come here so that I can strike you. It was a different time. That girl was born in this gutter and she will die in this gutter. I may not be a wealthy man, but our family has always made an honest wage. Where did the harlot go? Is she actually called Harlot? Because then I think you're kind of just doomed. Shouldn't have named her Harlot. Harlot. Pay no mind to my father, Cotter. Nothing gives me more pleasure Gives him more pleasure than disowning me. Makes him feel respectable. She ain't never gonna be. The Iranians poisoned our wells and they eat children from the orphanage. Who will miss the orphans, they think? Kill 'em all, I say. Keeps too good for 'em. Eating children from the orphanage. I think that's a little bit of a fib. Right, this arch definitely looks like a good cut-off point for me, I think. Because I didn't plan to stream quite as late as I have, but it's just been a hoot as always. So I'm going to make a save here. In fact, I'm going to save over the other file just to sort the data. See, I've corrected the date on my PlayStation. Makes me happy. It won't last though. Game is saved. I'm going to save again just in case there's some paranoia. We've done so much today. Oh, the clock's wrong though. It's not 10 AM. I must have typed it in wrong. Oh well. Date's right. It's all that matters. We'll save again. Overwrite. Yes. And I think we'll leave it there. Clickety click click. Oh, look at her walking in the air. But that was fun. I'm enjoying this. It's also, I think from here on, let me close that.